Got it recording.
Good. So, we will start with Drastin and Cameron, and yes, Drastin and Cameron for right now. So let me go ahead and do this. Got you all in here. Now that doesn't change your stream, does it? Good. Good, it does not. So I need you and there.
Did you turn off ARC?
Me?
Oh yeah, you're not streaming. Never mind.
No.
Okay, and looks like this needs to be scaled a little bit. Doesn't really matter, but okay. So, where we begin, we'll begin with, just as we had mentioned earlier, is Cameron. You have been imprisoned for the for being caught in the act. And Drastin, you and your character, which has not been revealed as of yet, has been is kind of what do you call it? Hitchhiking on the ship to go to your next destination. Okay, we good?
All right. Yep.
All right. So as you're traveling down the on the ocean, the captain comes to you, asking, "Are you gonna do anything here? Are you just gonna sit back and wait until we get there?"
To me?
Just curious. Yes, to you.
Well, my good man, I believe you are doing such a great job that I would hate to interrupt this fantastic work you're doing with my slovenly ways. I mean, I know my way around the ship, and what I've been doing is keeping an eye on all your... I tell you, your crewmates, they leave a lot to be desired. A lot, let me tell you. I know shipmates from around here, and these crewmates, I believe when we get into the next port, we should maybe look into hiring some new deckhands, because these jokers wouldn't know how to swab a deck if it was swabbing it with their face, if you know what I'm saying, right?
You're very astute in your observations.
Well, I do love sea travel. My heart bears the sea in its center.
Ah, a captain. Have you ever manned a ship before?
I've worked a ship or two here and there, and been on a ship or two here and there, but captaining, no, alas. Someday I will save up my money and purchase my own ship, maybe purchase your ship, and you will work for me. That sounds fantastic, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know about that, because not being a judge of the work that you've conducted on this ship, I'm gonna have to pass.
You may not be able to when I buy this ship from out from under you, but if you need me to, maybe, what if we play a few games here and there? Game of chance for your ship? Maybe
I'm
another
sure some
time.
of my crew may, participate in such feats, but not I. I've since put down the dice.
Is there... Okay, kind captain, you've taken me aboard and brought me here to help me get my way. Is there something specifically you would have me do? You come to me asking...
Well, there is something that I do need to be done. I just need your assistance. We're going to take a few of the prisoners up to the main deck get them some fresh air. We don't need them getting sick, sitting in the hull of the ship for so long. So if you could please accompany me. What was your name again?
Well, I can't believe you don't know by even looking at me, but I am Heston von Maitland III, of course.
Well, Heston, you can call me Captain Ironside. And
Captain Ironside, where do you hail from? I hail from the great island of Maitland. You know where Maitland is. Everyone knows where Maitland is. But do you hail from anywhere specific?
I hail from just outside of Haitland, did you say?
Maitland?
Haitland. Oh no, I come from the sister city in Haitland, but I have heard of Maitland, but I don't frequent there. As soon as I could own my own ship, I was out getting as far away from the mainland as I could, only docking when my services were required.
And as he's talking, I pull out some gloves and I fit them onto my hand. Yes, I must wear these so my hands don't get too dirty. But yes, I can assist with the prisoners.
Excellent. Let us go. And so you two will go down into the hull of the ship, and then you'll what you see down there. You saw these faces briefly when they were first aboard or brought aboard, and then they were quickly put in there. You see an orc, half orc, chained, manacled, feet, and arms, and you also see an Asimar. Very unusual for you to be seeing them, especially aboard a ship, but again, with manacles on hands and feet. Please go over there. You there? You stand up. And the orc stands up. Please go with him. We're going to get you some fresh air. We don't need you down here breathing in your own filth. Let's go and get you some fresh air. And you over there, yes, you. And he points over to Vorio. Come with me. So,
Well, my good orcish man, how are you today? It seems you're in the worst of luck.
he looks at you and just kind of grunts. It's like, I shouldn't even be here. This is a mistake.
I've made so many mistakes.
And the captain will come over there and are you going to stand up, Cameron?
Yeah, I stand up.
Let's get you some fresh air.
Oh, great, fresh air, finally.
Okay, and you guys both walk starboard. As you're starting out, you're noticing that the typical rocking of the ship starts to get a little bit more violent, but it's getting a little it's progressive, a very slow progression. But as soon as you come topside, it starts to get more and more violent. And by the time you come back up to the deck, you see the storm clouds have started to become very, very prevalent in the sky.
It seems Umberlee is not happy with us today. We're not going to have a nice, comfortable trip.
I try to stay away from the gods and affecting them. Past experiences and all should be very, very wary of them. But just get some fresh air. This will soon pass, and then we will begin. We will continue on our voyage and have you safely to Neverwinter.
Come, my orc fellow, let's step to the side and let the breeze blow through our air. Have you had much sea breeze blowing through your hair?
As soon as he gets up there and the violent rocking begins, you see him coming over to the side and vomiting. Now, and you see it's just this violent retching coming. You expected something as guttural coming from a half orc, but this was something that seems to come from the bowels of hell, as just emanated forth from his mouth.
I start patting him on the back. Yes, get that all out of your system. You don't want that sitting in there.
And then at that sign, a wave hits, and then even though as adept as you are and as dexterous as you are, the poor grunt falls over the side.
A man overboard. And I just stand there.
The captain runs over there, looks back over at the Asmar.
You expect me to do anything? I'm chained up.
It looks over at the Asmar and then comes over there and then looks overboard, holding on to the side of the ship, next to Heston.
Oh my, with
very difficult to explain.
With his hands bound, I'd imagine he won't last long. Not in these waves.
And at that, as soon as the words "waves" came forth, lightning strikes, and through, and it seems to have caused some irreversible damage to the ship, and you slowly begin sinking into the ocean.
Just our luck.
Well, it seems that I paid much too much for this trip.
Okay, so we will we'll pause there, and then we will go over to our good friend, formerly known as Grayson, and Mr. Grayson. So, finally freeing yourself from the little pest that's been following you around, you do stumble upon a portal of some to this unknown land, and you see that the landscape is very different than anything that you've ever seen before.
I've been this way many times. I wonder what this could be. I'll go for a closer look.
Yep. So as you drift closer for it, you almost feel a pulling you towards pulling you towards the portal.
That's no bad touch. Bad touch.
Okay, and yeah, by as much as you try to fight it, the closer you get, the harder it is to pull away, and it soon sucks you in, and you find yourself on a. Let me see if I can force everybody to that. I believe I can. We're going to do a little bit of. There you are. There. You find yourself on a marooned island.
This isn't how I expected my day to go.
And you also see something. You also see another portal coming in from across the beach, and from there you see one of the strangest looking creatures you have ever seen in your life. And this, coming from someone in the Feywild, is most peculiar. But go. And why don't you guys describe what you guys see in each other? Mr. Matt.
You want me to describe what I see in him, or describe
Yes.
what he sees in me?
Describe what he sees in you.
He sees some sort of like chicken humanoid hybrid that has like malformed wings that are like arms because they have fingers, but he's got feathers and kind of like a, not like droopy, but like a little, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I almost want to say like the loose skin that you see on like older people, but like really long of that. That's kind of a description of what he looks like.
Ow. What? You see a 3-foot rabbit with blue fur in traveler's cloaks that are way too big. And he is looking at you nervously. And I dash off into the trees.
I guess what I'll do is,
And I am stealthing.
All right.
do I see the encampment over here?
The encampment is very prominent amongst the island. So give me an investigation check.
That I can do.
Yeah,
While you're rolling that up, so the portal seems to close behind Combuskin, and strangely, it seems to have opened up before the rabbit or after the rabbit appeared there. But the portal that seems to have brought the rabbit here, almost as an afterthought, begins to just spit out a creature that is briefly known by the rabbit, and is found to, just spits it out, and you see an unconscious fairy on the shore. Now,
right next.
undisclosed rabbit. You did not see this because you have disappeared into the forest.
Yeah, because he freaked me out.
Mm-hmm.
My stealth is not very good. I just took off into the forest.
Okay. So you see him running into the forest, Combuskin, or Chicken Man.
Chicken Man.
Yep. And then, but you do see the abrupt popping of the portal pimple where the fairy came out.
The fairy's unconscious?
The fairy is unconscious.
And I did roll a 10 on my investigation of kind of what I see on the encampment. Honestly,
Yep.
I'm just seeing, is it populated? Are there people that I see?
So looking
In the
around,
distance.
you see the encampment, but you can't discern whether there is any activity going on in the encampment.
Okay. And I am going to check on the well-being of the fairy, because it's right next to me, and it just kind of popped out right next to me. So I'm gonna check to see how he's doing.
Yep. So give me a medicine check.
8. This is going really good.
Okay.
Really
So,
good. Typical
You can
rolls.
tell that he's breathing. His chest is certainly moving up and down, although you find that the water that his head is partially uncovered into the water, and it is probably not advised, and he cannot breathe water.
Then I'm going to drag him inland just a bit, just directly inland to get him out of the water. And I'm gonna kind of put my ear up to him to hear if he's breathing.
Okay. Now, rabbit of undisclosed nature, could you give me a perception check?
12. Oh, 15.
15.
Yep.
Okay. So as you stomp back into the forest, what you see is something very strange as you go to the cliffside. You see a creature, blue skin, who is dragging a humanoid and up to the shore. And let me bring the humanoid in here. There. And there you go. All right, so he's you see him bringing the humanoid, dragging him up to the shore, and then running back into the water, and then looks like he's scavenging around the ship that has been unceremoniously docked on the island shore. So we'll go ahead and give him a token in here. And so here is Blue Man. All right, so Blue Man is jumping into the water. Okay, and after a period of time, you see him emerge once again with a wing. Now, tell me if I'm wrong here. Do the Asmars, they always have their wings out? Is that how it works?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
They have to summon them. They have to summon their wings.
Okay, so you see him bring, and it's just humanoid. Other than that, they just look like other humanoids.
Pretty much.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so drags another humanoid creature here, dark hair, drags him up to the shore, and then dives in yet again. And after a few more minutes, he comes back with a green-skinned creature. Again, something probably uncommon to you, but these have all been dragged back into the shore, and then he mysteriously goes back in again, and you sit and you wait for another few minutes, and he does not emerge again.
I will quietly go down to the shore to see if they are still alive or if they're dead.
Okay. And medicine check if you could.
An 11.
Okay. You do detect that they are still breathing. You can even see that two of the three of them, the humanoids, are starting to come around and starting to regain consciousness.
It's the last time I pay for a charter from him.
Oh, good, John. You're alive. There's a creature on the other side of the island.
What the hell are you?
I am Furball.
I see that.
I get that a lot.
What are you? Either way, oh God, I hope this doesn't ruin the leathers. And I stand up and try to brush and shake things off and kind of take a personal inventory whether all my stuff is there.
You do determine that fortunately, by the god's own luck, you have still managed to maintain all of your belongings.
Whew. Well, I will have to oil my blade later to make sure it doesn't rust. Anyway, and I kind of look back at the other two lying there to see if any of them are moving.
Are you still sitting on the ground?
Standing up.
You're standing up? Well, as you're standing up, I jump on your chest.
Okay.
Did you not hear me? Did you not hear me? There's a creature on the other side of the island. It's an ugly thing. I didn't want it to eat me.
Well, I mean, we do have other candidates here for that. Are they moving?
You see that the other humanoid, which the black hair, clearly one of the prisoners, still manacled, is starting to come about.
Well, these can't.
Oh, wow.
These can't run away. Oh, hello.
Well, that was an exciting sea trip.
Yes.
Yo, pretty boy, you're still here.
I tend to always come out on top.
Am I still bound, by the way?
You are still bound.
Help get these chains off of me. If you can.
I look back at the rabbit. The giant
I'm
rabbit.
now on your shoulder.
How big are you?
3 feet.
3.
You're 8 feet?
That's pretty
It's a
big.
shorty. Well, for rabbits, I mean, what's their maximum height? Like 5 foot, I think.
I get it's there's you can
You're
pick
saying
your size, medium or
5
or
foot
small.
long or
Yeah.
3 foot long? Or are you saying 3 foot tall?
From tail or from feet to top of my ears, 3 feet. So
Oh,
body.
okay.
I thought you said 8 feet. I'm like, whoa.
Oh no.
That's a big bunny.
So basically, my body is like 2.5.
So I gently reach out and, well, my good rabbit, here, and just kind of take him off my shoulder and set him down to the side. Tell me again, ignoring the manacled people right now because they were prisoners. What did you see on the other part of the island?
It was a creature, ugly creature, big old wings.
I don't want to get my hands dirty so early in the morning.
Do you ever get your hands dirty?
Oh, I do. But
I look him up and down with the wet sand and mud. I think that's already past. Yeah, you're dirty.
I know. Well, you're no
I-
good to me, manacled.
I can handle that. I
Man-
jump down. Use my thieves' tools to pick the manacles.
Okay.
That's what a dex plus my proficiency.
Dex plus your proficiency, yes.
I go over to the orc and kind of squat down and say, so, before I free you upon this island where there is no company that is desirable so far, just a future dinner piece, what did you do to be arrested?
It's 15 to pick the manacles.
To pick the manacles. So with a little bit of work, this is of no difficulty for you. You were able to unlock these, and they fall to the ground.
So I start rubbing my wrist. Yeah, so what happened? I was got into an altercation with the king's men. It didn't go very well for them, but they ended up using a spell to capture me. And I don't recall much after that.
And was this altercation over a woman, a man? An
We'll just
object?
say over an object.
I can respect that. Does the orc respond when I ask what he's been?
The orc is still unconscious.
Okay. We should probably leave him. If he can't walk on his own, it's not like he's going anywhere.
He's no friend of mine, so don't matter to me.
I told you, there's a monster over there.
We heard you, Furball. Well, but we can go check it out. How far was it following you?
I know I ran.
Tell me, with those feet, can you walk quietly so we can maybe see?
kind of give him just a side glance. Yeah, I think I can be quiet.
Well, since you're free, and you, the big one, what do you call yourself? We have Furball. I am Heston von Maitland III, but I'm sure you've heard of me. What do you call yourself?
Called Vorio.
Ovorio?
Yes.
Well, Ovorio, shall we go check this monster out?
Follow me, Hesty. And I start looking away.
Follow the rabbit, I guess. And I would like to sneak as stealthily as possible.
Yep. So
just
those
gonna
who are
walk.
planning on stealthing, go ahead and roll up your stealth check. Furball, you, since your name has already been declared, your previous stealth will hold true there.
Oh, okay.
This material plane is a little bit different than what you're accustomed to in the Feywild. When you step in the Feywild, you know what's going to happen, but here there's not as much reaction as you would normally get. Things don't recede when you're stepping in this material plane as they would normally in the Feywild, because you have to be concerned of sentience almost everywhere you go.
17 for me.
Yeah. Heston, you are as sneaky as you feel you can be. And you're just walking?
I'm just walking. No stealth.
Okay. So this is a very awkward thing. You have the bunny stomping along, Furball stomping along, Heston walking nimbly between any fallen debris, and Vorio just pompously walking behind everybody.
And I want to keep an eye out for anything that seems out of place or that matches the description of what this rabbit has been saying.
Yep. So you guys start making your way now. Leader of the crew here, Furball, where would you like to be going?
We'll go straight to the east.
Okay.
Since that's the way I ran.
Okay. So you come back. This seems about the place that you had originally started, where the portal had spewed you out unceremoniously.
As we're walking, I kind of, under my breath, turn my head to the side. You could walk a little quieter.
To who?
Back to Orvio or whatever.
Orvio.
Vorio. Yeah, that guy.
I'm gonna be a little bit louder now. Stomping a little bit louder.
All right. So you do hear Vorio and Furball stomping along, Combuskin, as you're trying to resuscitate the fairy. It's a very small creature, and you're trying to be as gentle as you can, trying to bring him about. And so what the three of you see is a winged creature that fits the description that Furball had mentioned, hovering over like on top of the fairy and performing any kind of resuscitation that it can on this fairy.
What did we walk into?
Look, I
Let
told
those two
you.
be them.
Yeah. Bow chicka bow wow.
Oh, it seems like they know each other quite well. I think we should just leave them be.
All right, so Combuskin, you do hear them approaching behind you. Now, mind you, this is not the 5 feet. No, this is I'm thinking like maybe squares here are probably about 20 yards. So,
Okay.
So if I were to get the old distance tool out, they're probably
That would be.
there. We go.
40?
Yeah, it's right here. So you got like 40. Yeah, so 40.
Okay.
60 yards away. So yeah,
Okay.
so they're a fair distance away.
I'll scream out, "Help! He can't breathe! Who knows CPR?"
What is CPR?
I don't know either. What is it? I mean, with the right fire, I think it could be dinner, but
I can arrange for that.
it's not a bad idea. I could eat. How about both of you?
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Yep.
At who?
All right. At the creature.
I'm gonna cast it right next to them.
So right next to them. So you're just doing it kind of like a warning shot next to them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Combuskin, you see the three emerge from there, and you start to hear them. You cry out, and then in response, one of the humanoids fires this dark miasmic bolt, and as much as you can tell, it seems that it was not intended for you, but to get your attention. We're gonna have like a wizard's duel out there now.
Is that the plan?
No.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Help! I need help! Come over here!
I don't trust it.
I don't know what it is.
So you see the creature stand up as he's been leaning over the other creature on the ground. Furball, give me a perception check if you could.
12.
So you do recognize this as the creature who was following you and from from where you were originally before the portal kind of sucked you in.
It's that fairy. That's the one that was bothering me all morning before I came through the portal. I thought I gotten away from him.
So we should just let him die?
Well, I mean,
Was he
I don't know him personally.
hunting you? Was he
No, he was just bothering me.
bothering you? In what way?
Probably how the guy behind you bothers you.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. So we should leave him.
Well, I mean, I don't want him to get eaten. Like I said, I don't know him personally. He could be a nice guy. I just didn't want him to bother me.
Well, do you want him to go away?
I said I didn't want him to die.
How do I want to phrase this? Can I perceive if this chicken thing appears to be a threat of any sort? I don't know if that would be insight or intelligence or perception.
I mean, you could try and do an insight, but all you have is just what has occurred over the past several minutes. You have a creature that you have not seen before, ever. Standing over a creature that is more of something of tales, or that you would see in a school. You may have seen the creature that below that he was trying to resuscitate in your schooling.
Well, if no one else is going to, and I'll step out a bit. Hello, thing. I'm sure you recognize me. I'm Heston von Maitland III. It seems you might have some sort of issue. Is this a friend of yours? Do you eat people?
I don't know who you are. I'm not from around here. All I know is this thing down here is not breathing, and I need help now. Right now. Like, yesterday.
And I'll get a little closer, being very cautious. And what do I see on the sand with this creature?
You do see that the creature is that the chest is moving very slowly. So that he does seem to be unconscious.
Well, he does look alive to me. I think he'll be fine here if we just leave him. He's got wings. And he can flit away when he wakes up. He's got a friend over on the shore.
Does he now?
I'm sure. I mean, they can be good friends while we try to find our way around here, but
It's not right to leave something like this sitting on the beach. You gotta at least make it so that he won't die before he wakes up. That's not right.
and I want to if there's one near me, pick up a stick and just poke it.
You do. There's plenty of debris around, from the trees and some of the biomes. There are trees. You come over there and poke it, and you hear just a slight groan coming from him.
Seems alive to me, but can I search him to see if he has any valuables?
I mean, you're going to be doing this in front of everybody, so I mean, what everybody sees is you coming over there and searching through the rather small pockets of this creature.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
He didn't have
Seem to
anything
be a
good
little
on
bit
him.
on the aggressive side.
It's all in a day's work, and I'll bend down to the fairy creature and just sing a very quiet shanty to him and cast Cure Wounds while I put my hands on him and sing to him as quietly as possible.
So the rest of the party hears just a humming, coming almost like a humming coming
That
there.
was beautiful.
Healed for 7.
Thank you.
Why, thank
And
you.
You do see that that he does start to stabilize. The breathing is a little bit more regular, but he is still unconscious.
I think he'll be fine. He's not going to die. I checked him over. You can trust me.
Thank you, Heston. I appreciate it.
And what might
the
you
right thing to
call
do.
yourself?
I'm
Outside of
Combustion.
dinner. Combustion.
Yeah, but most people call me Gus, for short.
Gus.
Yeah, I'm just here to help. That's all.
How did you get here, Gus? I know how I got here, and I know how the other one here, Oreo, got here. But how did the rest of you get here?
Well, it's not a great story, but
All stories are great in their own way.
I was made in a lab, and I don't think I turned out the way they wanted me to, and I guess they banished me because of the way I look.
You ain't pretty.
No, I'm not. But
Depends on how you're looking at him.
They did make me to try and help people, and I feel like while I'm still breathing, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and help as many people as I can. I don't care what my creators thought of me. I'm going to do what I can to help as many people as possible.
You might want to invest in a cloak. A large one.
Duly noted.
Or a bit of eggs and maybe some breadcrumbs. Anyways, so, what now?
Well, I saw a green guy. He pulled you from the water. Maybe he's still around here somewhere.
Green guy? I didn't see that.
No, he went back into the water. But he never came back up.
Most things that live in the water are not pleasant.
No, he dragged all three of you out. Maybe he wanted you for dinner.
See, how does it feel?
Well, I am one delicious piece of meat.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe he came back up to go eat the other one and we left behind.
There's
Huh?
more?
Yeah, there was a guy in the manacles on the beach that you left.
Oh, him. He's not much of a talker. I think he was taking a nap.
Other than that, looks like we're just on an island.
Do you think we should try and save the guy who jumped into the water? Do you think he needs help?
I don't know. He seemed to be okay in the water.
He did drag 3 people onto shore. I mean, he probably is okay, I would think.
What time of day is it?
Right now it's about what you would call about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Would I know of any standard shipping lanes that might come through here, or is this just completely random location?
This is very peculiar. So you're aware, because of your trips on the ships, you know that you've come awfully close to what is called the Gertrudius Quadrilateral. But you don't believe that you had actually drifted into it, but you did come unusually close.
Okay. Well, it does seem we may be here for a while. Maybe explore a bit, see what we can find.
Do any of us have food? Or
I'm a vegetarian, so I can eat anything out here.
And we can eat rations. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Rations.
yeah, I'm a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian too, but I gotta make sure that we all have stuff to eat. See the way you guys are looking at me.
Well, I'll dust off the boots and see what we can find. And I just want to start working my way through various parts of the island, see if there's anything I can find, and then eventually end up at the ship and see if there's any supplies from it that can be salvaged.
Give me an investigation check.
You betcha. Not great. 5.
Okay. You do manage to find your way to the ship. You also see that the encampment to the right, but again, just as Combustion had saw, you don't see too much activity in there. The ship, on the other hand, is in some. You don't see any survivors evident from the crew. Anybody? No bodies. They all say that it just seems to be a vacant ship.
No crates washed up or anything like that that might have
Just
supplies.
some typical detritus in there. You do see some food crates down there that seem to be there, and from your investigation, it does seem to be typical food that you would see on the ship, preventing scurvy and just standard rations.
I'd like to take whatever I find there and kind of drag it back to where everyone else was,
Yep.
however
So-
long that takes.
So that will take a couple. It will take about a couple hours to get out there to look around, and then come back. So while that's happening, the rest of you, are you guys doing anything in particular?
I'm gonna just investigate the island, see where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
All right. give me-
And I'm sorry. When I get to the ship, I want to go up to the post and see
Yeah.
if I can see anything surrounding the island. I'm gonna climb it.
Do I know?
The post? Are you talking about in the encampment or in the ship?
In the ship.
Okay, so you're talking about like the mast. You're gonna try
I'm
and climb.
gonna climb the mast. And
Okay. All right. Because you're at a high vantage there, we'll hold off on that. And Vorio, go ahead and give me an investigation.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
Okay.
We're nailing it.
Yeah. So we've got the encampment, which seems to be fairly abandoned, but you're not seeing too much out here that seems very evident. You do see a hut to the north. That is vacant.
I'm gonna go investigate the hut.
Okay. Yep. The hut is empty. Okay. There are. It appears that it can be locked from the outside, but it is incapable of being locked from the outside. And there are manacles that are on the inside.
Can I get in or no?
Yeah, you can get in. Yeah, it's it's unlocked. Just the door locks from one side.
Okay, I'm gonna go in.
Okay. So all right. So you are inside of there, and as I mentioned before, that is what you see. You see the manacles, and so we'll hold off on that. Combuskin, are you doing anything in particular?
Did I know about the other unconscious person on the beach?
You do not know about him other than the strange conversation that came about where they were talking about a green-skinned man on the beach that is in manacles.
Is Gothram big enough for me to carry? Or small enough for me to carry? I can carry 135 pounds.
Let me take a look at the...
I'm going to shove him into a bag of holding. I'm just kidding.
That is a whole different situation that we would have to go through. All right.
I assume they're light enough to carry.
Yeah, I don't see. He didn't put it on there what his height or anything is, so we'll just play that he's small.
He's a fairy. I don't
Well,
think they were that big.
He is size small, so that is you can pick him up and carry him.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of drape the fairy over my shoulder, and they said there was a green man on the beach. I'm gonna spend my time looking around the beach for him, and then tend to him when I find him. If I can find him.
Did anyone disclose where this was?
Nope.
No, they didn't
Okay.
disclose where it was.
So Combuskin or Gus, you're going to just commence. You're going to go back to where you saw them, and then you will
Wander
just
aimlessly.
start wandering around. Okay, and then we'll come to that in a moment. Furball, give me an investigation check with advantage because you are at a high peak.
16.
Okay. From the vantage up there, you do see another hut. It looks different than the one to the north that was discovered by Vorio, which you do see, and you see it's a different texture. You can't really discern what, but it is certainly a different material than what you see over to the north, where Vorio had went. And you can see that Vorio has started making his way towards the hut to the north. And you also, strangely enough, see a ship. So if you mouse over that, Mr. Screen Share, and then you can actually see the image of what those would look like. Okay, on each one of those. Okay. All right, and that is what you see.
Do I still see the body on the beach?
You see that the body is still there on the beach, and he is still in a state of unconsciousness. And the blue-skinned figure is nowhere to be seen. You can't see any shadow.
That was green.
No, it's blue. So you had the green-skinned orc and then the blue-skinned man who rescued everybody.
All right, I will make my way back down to where I thought the rest of the group was.
Okay. Okay, and Heston, by that time, you do manage to come back over and then reconvene. At that point, Combuskin, give me an investigation check.
Nope, that's not the right one.
Okay, you do manage to stumble on. You journey west until you reach, because they said that they were pulled from the water, so you journey west until you reach the water, and then you do see them on the shoals of the western part of the island. It's a very large green orc. You do recognize them. That is, and he is breathing.
Okay. Is he far enough away from the water that tide wouldn't be an issue, or do I need to drag him more inland?
He does seem to be resting against a cliff wall.
It's probably okay then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna put the ferry down next to him and just kind of sit there cross-legged and wait.
Okay. All right. So, Vorio, are you still hanging out inside the hut? Are you doing anything in particular?
Can I investigate in the hut?
You did. You found
Nothing.
some manacles. Yes.
All right, nothing good. I'm just gonna leave the hut then.
Okay. Are you going? Where are you going?
I'm gonna go to the encampment.
Okay. Okay. So, Vorio goes over here to the encampment. Okay. And Heston and Furball, you guys do meet. You see Heston with his, he has made a makeshift, what do you call those? With the
lean-to kind of thing.
Kind of, well, not a lean-to, but you kind of carry it like you would carry somebody like a, I can't remember what the word is.
Fireman's hold or something.
Kind of like that, but you got the supplies there.
Yeah.
So you got the supplies there, and you figured out a way to be able to cart a good amount of supplies over back to where you once met everybody. You see footprints going here and there, and you see Furball just kind of just sitting there waiting patiently, looking about.
Well, Rabbit, I found some things. We may be able to live here for quite some time.
I found some things too.
What'd you find?
Well, I saw 2 huts, one to the north, one to the south, and it looked like a boat.
A crashed boat?
I'm not sure if
or...
I'm not sure if it's usable or not, but it didn't look like the ship.
That's worth looking at. How many
Where have you
people do you think? Oh, I went over to the ship. Did I see him climb the mast?
It was pretty clear. I mean, you were over there in that area looking there, and you saw him climbing up the mast and then looking around.
For a rabbit, you seem to climb well.
I get around.
Shall we put some food in our belly and then maybe go check that out?
What do you got?
I open up the crate and see, what do I see?
So inside of the crate, you see fruit, you see some dried meat, as well as some waterlogged vegetables.
This seems like a good assortment.
Well, I guess I've had worse.
I'm gonna take a few pieces of the dry meat and just put them in my backpack, and then take another piece to actually eat.
Mm-hmm. All right, Vorio. So inside of the encampment, you do see various huts that have the doors are shut.
I'm gonna go to one of those huts and see if I can open the door.
Okay. So you come over to the hut and you try to move it. It appears to be some sort of metallic door on the hut, and it appears to be locked.
Okay, and I walk away from it. I got nothing
Okay.
else.
Okay. Where are you heading?
I'm gonna investigate the ship.
The
Crash ship.
So the crash ship. Okay. Now you come over to the crash ship. You do see Combuskin and the green-skinned gentleman again, pretty much where you left them, and then some crates. Some of them have been scavenged. It looks like some of them are open. You do see the marks of footprints and of someone who was moving back towards inward into the island.
Heston must have been here.
And you do see Combuskin down there with the two individuals, unconscious.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay. All right, Combuskin. Some time has passed. Are you going to continue to wait?
Yeah, I'll continue to wait.
Okay. All right. Now, it slowly starts to turn to night, and as it ebbs towards night, you hear more than see a loud banging, just a gong.
Do you hear that? Rabbit?
I heard it. What the heck was that?
Oh, it's always something.
I would
Should
say
Give
so.
me a perception check.
Would I hear the gong too?
This is heard by all. So, actually, I want everybody give me a perception check.
19.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
14.
And what was that, Furball?
12.
12. All right. So, you know that the direction is certainly from the what we perceive as the southern part of the island. Combuskin, you just know that there was a loud sound, and it was not close.
Well, it seems to be coming from the southern part of the area here. Should we go take a look or wait for the others?
Let's go look. Why not? Adventure awaits.
Adventure awaits. Let's be quiet, if we can.
Go ahead and roll your stealth. For all those who are willing to roll stealth. Vorio, what are you doing? It's
I'm
several
on
hours
11.
have passed. It's gone to night.
27.
Okay.
I'm gonna investigate that dong noise.
All right. So you're going to continue to where you've found that.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
And-
all right there, and then
Since I have no idea where it came from because I rolled super bad.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna go with them. I'm gonna stay with the unconscious people and just have my rapier out at the ready.
So you're not going to move. You're going to stay there.
Gonna stay right here. I mean, these
Okay.
people can't defend themselves.
Yep. All right. And now, so you Vorio, or the Heston and Furball, you stumble upon Vorio, who is looking around to try and find the origin of the noise. Vorio, you don't sense anything at all, and you have been witnessed from afar. And over time, you do end up making your way towards a small bunker. This bunker has a metal door, and on the outside of the metal door is a gnome who is looks at the point of exhaustion, to the point of as I guess it seems to be the note of they're falling unconscious. But he is extraordinarily weary, and you see him moving, you see his eyes open, and you just see that he is barely moving.
Do we see Vorio?
You do see Vorio coming towards the same hut.
Rabbit, you see that?
I see him too.
You do. You two. I mean, this is pretty evident. Even at nighttime, you can see that the structure is still lit, and you see the small gnome creature outside, or gnome humanoid outside, at the same point of fatigue.
Well, he didn't come with me.
He's not one of ours. I see Vorio over there. I can hear Vorio over here.
Not quite as sneaky as we are.
Not sure there's any effort to be sneaky, but and I'll just walk up to the gnome. Why, hello! I'm Heston von Maitland III. I'm sure you've heard of me.
Oh, hey. We have more travelers, it seems. I'm a very
You get a lot of visitors here?
From time to time, we see visitors, and they come and they go. Sometimes we have to detain them. However, sometimes they try to find their own means of escape. I apologize. You have found me at my wit's end.
This prison island?
I appear to be locked out of the facility, and I lack the strength to be able to get back inside.
Well, where's the key?
It is locked from the inside. It is possible to get back inside, but it will require some implements from my home.
Well, good luck with your journey. I hope you find everything you're looking for. I hope you find your way back in. We'll be going for the night. Doesn't need another mouth to feed.
And you'll see him.
What's inside them?
You see him look up at you longingly and be like, "Okay, I'll just gonna rest here."
What's inside?
Well, our chief engineer has locked me out. She's been taken over by a parasite.
Sounds lovely.
Have you tried knocking?
Oh, I've tried knocking. And you'll see over there this large mace that he was using, and then several dents in the door. I've tried knocking, and it has not been very successful. I believe she does not want me to come back in.
It is unfortunate we don't know who she is, because I'm sure if she knew who I was, she would easily open the door, but... Well, Rabbit, I don't believe we can help. Should we just make our way back?
Kind of interested in what's inside.
What is inside?
This is our laboratory.
Does the hut over on the other side of the island belong to you?
And I look at where he looks at where you're pointing, and he says, "Oh, that's our prison hut. Sometimes when travelers come to the island, we need to detain them. They are none too happy about their location and their predicament, and they try to steal from us, and all that we have done so far in order to escape this island."
Did you bring us here?
I did not bring you here.
Did your boss bring us here? Because you really ruined my trip.
No, that is one of the mysteries we're trying to unravel here. Is to why travelers are appearing here.
Do you happen to know anything about blue swimmy people?
No, I'm not really sure what you're talking about.
Me neither.
I swear I saw it.
I'm sure you did, Rabbit. Is Vorio, like, with us at this point, or...?
Vorio, what are you doing while this is going on?
I wasn't sure if I was with them.
No, I mean, they saw you and you see them engaging with them. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna go up there and see what's going on.
Okay. So Vorio's just standing back, being silent and staring at the gnome uncomfortably.
Vorio,
Really, this poor gnome got locked out of his house. I
Well,
think
that
it's
is
his
very
wife.
unfortunate.
Yes, it seems...
Have you tried beating the door down some more?
Is there like
I've tried,
a notable lock? Is there a notable lock on this thing?
On the door, you see the dings on the door, and you also see a little box on the side of the door that is glowing red.
Ooh, what's this? And I go to touch it.
Access
Rabbit.
denied.
What is it?
And you go and you touch it, and then you hear access denied, and then you go and touch it again, and then you hear the voice again, access denied.
You see, Rabbit, when you're in as much travels as me, you figure out how to get past security measures like this. And I walk up to the door and I say, "Open sesame."
Voice recognition. Access denied.
Well, damn it. That always works. Vorio, any ideas? He says the key is in his hut.
We can get the key, or I can break it.
Oh,
One of the two.
do break it. I'm quite interested in seeing that.
I just take my hand and I just smash it.
Okay. Give me an unarmed strike attack. So I believe that's just a D20.
8.
Okay, so you come over there and you give it a good smack, like open palm smack on the door. The other watchers are looking at you and a little curiously, and you just hear a very light dong.
Well, that didn't work. Gnome, what did you say your name was again?
Well, I am Wilbus Pebblebottom.
Great, fantastic. Wilbus.
Wilbus?
Wilbus. Just kind of rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Wilbus.
It's a family name.
Good for you. Where is this hut of yours?
So if you go northwest, you cannot miss it. It is in a little encampment that we have put together since we have been stranded here on this island. Inside of there, you will find the hut. I will give you the amulet to be able to open the huts. This should give you access to all of them. The one on the right is mine, and if you could, I would need you to retrieve the amulet that is in there. I'm going to need that and other instruments inside of my pack. You'll see the backpack to the side.
Amulet, you say? What might you say that amulet is made out of?
This is glass.
We just want to be sure.
You see, and he'll hold up the amulet, and it says glass, and it's a glass amulet that is a little dim, and it just has a 1 on it, just one, just a letter number 1.
Well, Oreo, Rabbit, should we just return and have dinner and a nice rest, or?
I grab the amulet and I know where it's at.
Oh, Vorio.
Why are we retrieving the key? Why can't the gnome do it?
I don't know. Gnome, why can't you go do it?
I fear I cannot move anymore.
Oh, don't worry, we'll take you, and I just pick him up.
No, please. Oh, okay.
If we're going, you're going.
Okay.
Come on, guys.
So, you have a Vorio is +1 gnome. Okay, and are we all making our way back to the hut?
I guess. Reluctantly, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep, so-
come on.
There, and you start to make your way towards the encampment.
We don't know
and-
where Chicken is, right? Like,
Chicken is still back there standing, but you don't know where he's at.
yeah, we don't know, like, that's where he went
Yes.
to. Okay.
No, you know nothing. Gus, are you still standing stoically over your charge? Okay. Gus is very immersed in his in what he is doing right now, and we'll come back to him later. All right. Meanwhile, the rest of the troop makes their way back to the encampment, +1 gnome, very, very tired gnome.
So,
Here.
Which one's your house again?
Here, take my amulet. It's the
I
house
have
right
it.
over there.
I have it.
And he points to the one on the right, and he says, "Please, grab the backpack on the inside of there, please. Thank you."
how many huts do we see?
You see a good half dozen huts.
For being just you two, why are there so many huts?
I never said there was just us two.
Rabbit, should we try all the doors? Maybe there's some things that could help us in our survival here.
Well, I guess take what you can. I don't know what's in the rest of the huts, but please bring them to me so I can help you with anything. I want to make sure of what you're taking.
Yeah, sure.
You're not being very cooperative here, dude.
I'm extraordinarily tired. He just kind of sits down and leans against the back or the one of the huts where you've unceremoniously dropped him.
I want to pick him back up again.
I go to the one that he told us, and I use the amulet.
Okay, so you hold the key over the amulet, or over the box, and the door opens. You see it slide to the right.
Come on, gnome, we're going in. I take the gnome with me, football style, holding him.
Please don't. I'm.
Nope, it's your house. Going in.
Yep. And inside of the hut, you see a lot of you see a bed, just some very simple accoutrements. You see a bed, or just some sheets and a small bed to the left. You do see the backpack over to the right. Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Natural 20, 21 altogether.
Yeah. Are we all in there?
I'm just outside
7.
the front door.
Okay, and Furball?
7, but I'm only really going for the bag anyway.
Okay, so Furball, you come in there and you grab the bag. And Vorio, what you see over there is some on the table is that you see with the gnome in hand. The gnome says, "Those are power sources for our various implements. That's for the data log. That is for the communication. They're interchangeable."
It's the paperwork, right? It's paperwork, right?
These are, for all intents and purposes, they're batteries.
I think these batteries might help us on our journey.
I don't see why.
Rabbit, can I have that amulet, please?
Sure.
And after he hands it to me, I want to try the door to the next
Okay.
hut.
Give me an investigation, please.
Okey-doke.
We'll assume that you guys are going to be going through the remainder of the huts.
16.
Or at least Heston will be. Right, so from hut to hut, you see a lot of similarities. That you see beds, you see equipment off to the side, but you don't really understand what the equipment is. In one of the huts, which is a little bit larger than most, you see a console of some sort. So you see a glass screen and face down, and then a compartment in the back of that appears to be something should be placed inside of it, but nothing else of any real renown.
How's the lighting in this hut?
Still strangely lit. There is a there it is. Glass globes along the walls that have a continual flame coming from them.
I want to kind of bend over the glass screen here, looking at it, and just look at my reflection and say, "Oh, Heston, even after a shipwreck, you are still an attractive son of a bitch."
Okay, so you gaze down. You see a reflection in this particular item.
And then I'll make my way back to these folks.
Yep. All right. Everybody else doing anything? Vorio?
Nope, I just picked up the batteries and I walked out.
Okay.
Gnome in hand.
Okay.
I don't even know what those are. Anyway, here's your bag.
Okay. And the gnome tries to reach his hand out to the bag, but he just doesn't seem to have the energy for it. Okay. inside
Look at him. He's all tuckered out.
inside the bag, look for my data log. And it's a... How would I explain it to you who have never seen a data log?
Oh, we can just do this. And I dump the bag out.
Oh gosh. And then as it's being poured out, you just see it getting... the items are being scattered throughout. You see a piece of paper with some scrawling on it. You see a something, Heston, you would recognize something that pouring out of it, the similar screen that you had just so vainly stared at.
Oh, that looks familiar. It's a type of mirror.
On impact, though, it shatters, and the gnome in a it started with remaining energy is left. He's like, oh no, all of my. And
Which one of these things?
Did I do something wrong?
And he falls unconscious.
I look at the two of them.
So he goes limp.
Did I do something wrong?
Florio.
Well, which one of
Now
these
we're in a bit of a predicament.
looks like the amulet? Do we see the other amulet that he was talking about?
So you see the another amulet in there, but it is that has a little brighter power that is coming from it, and when you pick it up, you see it says 4 on it.
Well, should we go down and see if this works on the door? I mean, we could just leave him there. Put him in his bed and let him wake up upset. I didn't find anything else.
I think we're gonna keep this guy along for now. I still continue to hold him, but let's scoop up the stuff in this bag and bring it with us.
Is there like a fire pit in the center of these huts or anything?
Inside, you do see a small fireplace off to the side, and it seems pretty similar throughout, like each one of the ones that you explored.
Vorio, wait 1 minute. And I want to go get a piece of charcoal from the burnt wood.
Yep.
And does this guy have a mustache?
Oh, the gnome?
Yeah.
There is no mustache. He seems to be fairly clean shaven.
He has one now.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw it on his face, just like with little spirals, and then like a little soul patch kind of thing with the charcoal. Just now he looks more gnomish.
Yep. So then
touch.
you see him draw on the gnome with the charcoal and putting on a very strange, looking rather dapper, his charcoal mustache.
I don't quite understand anything he was saying.
Me neither. I've never seen things like this in all my travels.
Never seen anything like this either. And I've been around.
What are these battery things you picked up? What do those do?
No idea. He was just spouting off how they were for this, this, and this, and I felt like they were important, so they were coming with me.
Not a bad idea. So, he's unconscious now. If you don't want to carry him, you could always just drag him down there. A little easier on the back.
Well, here's my fear. If I leave him and something to us happens, he could be coordinating this effort.
You think he's faking?
A little bit. So where we go, he goes. So in case he doesn't lead us into danger.
And what is this prison thing he keeps talking about? Why is he taking people prisoner?
That's my fear as well.
While
Strange
this is
stuff's
going on, you
here.
see the cracked, what he referred to as the data log, start to fizzle, and then you start to hear a voice coming from it.
What manner of magic is this?
Hello? I pick it up and shake it.
And then you see what appears to be the gnome actually standing up vertically but like almost it's an image of him on the screen. But every once in a while, it'll start to fizzle and start to crack, and the image gets distorted. And then from the voice, you do hear this. Our ship was traveling, crackle, 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 just past crackle, 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 when the navigation panel began to provide peculiar readings. I've examined the travel log. It would seem we traversed over crackle, crackle, crackle in a matter of seconds. You see a series of numbers, then a second series of numbers come up in front of the on the display. Even stranger is the loss of control of our ship. Port and starboard thrusters had little to no effect as we careened towards a planet's surface. At the speed we were descending, we would certainly have been obliterated on impact. However, just before impact, we slowed nearly to a complete stop just above the surface. Whatever was controlling our ship has abruptly stopped, and we descended the remaining distance to the surface at a frightening speed. The ship will never fly again. End of entry 031140.40. And then you see it start to crackle and then fade.
I think that was his life force leaving his body.
I'll tap on it a couple times. Hello? Heston von Maitland III. Tap, tap, tap. Heston.
So you see it start, and every time you touch it, you see it start to come up, and the light come up, and then nothing.
Take the gnome's face and shove it on it.
Okay, and from the force
Easy.
from the force of the implement on the gnome, it breaks apart in your hand.
Gnome or the object?
The object.
Okay.
Important detail.
Yes.
I didn't break it.
I wasn't the last one who touched it.
The gnome touched it. He broke it.
Well, I'm sure we should probably get back. Chicken Man hasn't been seen for a while.
Maybe something unfortunate happened to him. Oh, how tasty.
Well, if he needs us, he'll find us.
Should we see if this works then? And flash a sly smile and hold up the amulet with the 4 on it.
Might as well.
Yep. Standing here is not going to do us any good.
That is true. We're burning the midnight oil. Maybe there's a brothel of ladies waiting for us. What an intriguing idea.
Yep. So what is the party going to do? You're going to make your way back?
Yes.
Okay. Gus, are you there?
Oh, I've been here. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Gus, what are you doing while this is going on?
Just tending to the sick, making
Okay.
sure they're okay.
All right. So it is starting to get into nighttime. And you see that the two figures appear to have stabilized. They're on the in their current situation, and it is starting to get a little cold out.
Going to drag both of them so that they're within 5 feet of me, both on opposite sides, and inland a little bit, and cast Tiny Hut as a ritual.
Okay. So you cast Tiny Hut. There's no reason to describe it because no one's around here to see anything. And you pull them, all three of you are inside of the Tiny Hut for the time being. Okay. The rest of you make it. You're making your way back towards the bunker, gnome in hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall back a little bit, and I want to try to take one of the batteries.
Okay. Okay. So that is a. What is it for stealing an item?
Sleight of hand.
Wait, you're trying to steal batteries from me?
Yeah. So that's a sleight of hand, and then I believe Vorio, you're going to be doing. What do you have to do in response?
Perception.
Perception. Okay. So Vorio, roll a perception, and roll a sleight of hand for ball.
16.
13.
Okay, so you are able to, Furball, be able to find, one of the batteries that he has in his person, and be able to use that to and secure that on your person without very little notice, or no notice actually.
Hey.
All right. Are we down at the door?
Oh, you make your way back down to the door. Just drag you guys all down there. Okay. And
I just want to do like a little flourish where I bow my head down and swirl my arm a few times and then just shove the amulet against the red panel.
so upon the scanning of the red panel, you see you see the doors open, and as they do open, it is not silent at all. It is extraordinarily loud, and once it does open, you hear this bong, and then steam comes from the sides of the doors. And it begins to rest in that position.
Should we wedge something in here in case they try to seal us in? I mean, they were talking about prisoners.
Not quite sure how this door system works.
Me neither. I just seen that it opens this way. Maybe put a log in or something. Rocks.
You see any large enough rocks that we can wedge the door?
There are several rocks that are around on the around the hut.
Oh. Okay. Somebody want to help me carry one?
I'll help. Find the biggest one we can that we can lift.
I already have a package in my hand. Carrying a gnome.
Yeah. All right. Do we need to roll a strength check or?
Well, it'd be more. No, I would not say a strength check for lifting. These are. How big of a rock are we looking for?
Something that door's not going to crush when it closes, or
And
if it closes.
And that someone could fit through.
So from your idea of how that door is working and what's behind it, roll up a strength check.
With advantage, because I'm helping.
Of course.
All right. Oh, first roll was 21. Second roll was 15.
Okay. So, between the two of you, you are able to pick up several rocks and be able to move them in position. So as you would see that this door is going to have a very difficult time closing again.
That should work, Rabbit. Thank you for the help.
My pleasure.
And I want to take the amulet and tuck it safely within my things.
Yep. Now, so who's got the other amulet? So we have Furball with
He's
one
got
amulet.
both of them. No.
Oh, he's got both of them.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Heston's got both of them.
All right. Okay. And now, if you, how are we doing? Exhaustion here. What are we doing here? Because we're carrying a gnome around. We've been around, up and about all day after a thing. How do we normally deal with exhaustion there, guys?
Constitution check.
Constitution check.
As long as it's over
all right.
10.
Yeah, Vorio, give me a Constitution check.
Okay. Constitution.
You should be able to just click on your where it says Constitution, the number there.
Awesome,
that
I got an
modifier. Okay. You have 1 rank of exhaustion from the shipwreck to the carrying of the gnome to all of the travel back and forth. So under conditions, you should be able to go to exhaustion when you click and put on rank 1 there. And it also gives you a little description there if you click on the arrow.
Exhaustion is a killer. Watch out.
Literally, yeah.
Addition. Where's it at, actually?
Okay, so yep, at the bottom.
You just have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Disadvantage on all ability checks. Yeah.
That includes initiative as well.
Cool. How do I get rid of that?
Sleep.
Rest.
Okay.
Okay. So what is everybody doing?
Well,
Should we go down here, or are we gonna wait?
has been a long day.
I mean, we can camp here in front of it.
I'm fine. Looks rather comfortable. Or I've been in worse places.
What about our little gnome buddy here? Do you think he's gonna run away when we sleep?
Well, you could
Assuming one of us is gonna watch.
could sit on top of him.
I have a better idea. And I reach in my bag and I pull out this white pasty glue stuff, and I put it all over the back of him, and I stick him right in between the door where it would shut.
Oh my god!
And I hold him there for about a minute.
What are you doing?
I'm making sure he doesn't leave.
400 gold well
I've
spent.
never seen anything like that before. How are you going to get him off of that?
Wait, so I missed that. What did you do to the gnome? What
You
did
just glued the gnome to the fucking door.
So if the door closes, the gnome is gonna
Oh,
Get
dear.
crushed.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So everyone sees Vorio begin pouring a liquid onto the gnome, and then he is now stuck, for all intents and purposes, to the door.
Hey, Ronnie.
Well,
Oh, he's not going anywhere.
That's entertaining.
Give me an investigation check.
Who?
All of you. All 3 of you.
14.
14.
3!
Yep.
ADD.
Yeah. So the Heston and Vorio, what you notice as the gnome is slumped over with his back or clothes or whatever he's attached to. What did you glue to? His skin?
Yeah.
Or his clothes? Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
the skin so he doesn't move.
So you took
Yeah.
his shirt off.
And then glued him to the door.
Yeah.
Isn't that the glue that doesn't?
The- yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And what you notice at the back of the gnome is at the back of his neck is an open wound as he's slumped forward. Furball, you don't notice anything. He just looks like a slumped over gnome. the physiology is very strange to you.
I see it, kind of think to myself, ooh, and then just sit down to rest.
Yep.
I see it. I do nothing about it, and I go to sleep.
Rabbit, do you want me to watch? Are you tired, or?
I'll watch first, I guess.
And I'll back myself into the corner and secure my belongings as best as I can, and rest.
Okay. Combuskin, are you resting as well?
Yeah, I mean, if my two compatriots are still sleeping, I'm gonna, sleep pretty comfortably inside my tiny hut. It's quite warm in there, quite temperate. It's nice.
Okay. Okay. Good. And good. Now, the evening goes by without too much worry. You don't hear anything coming from the open door. It seems very quiet, unusually. You just hear the crashing of the waves in the distance. Well, in the distance for three of them. For Combuskin, it's very close. You start to wonder as to whether, the tide will affect that, but it appears that the water that does come up against the tiny hut is not penetrating the hut. And the night goes by. Vorio, you are no longer suffering from the ailments of a rank 1 exhaustion.
Okay.
And then it turns to day.
So me and Rabbit are swapping off, keeping watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
When I wake up, I do want to check myself and make sure everything is still there. I don't really know these people.
Okay. And everything seems to be in order.
Okay.
Except for these.
Okay. So, what are the three of you going to do?
Gonna wake up and kind of nudge Vorio and Rabbit and... Well, I guess it's adventure time.
I'm always up for a new adventure. We still missing somebody?
I look around. I see the gnome. The gnome is still there, and I try to pull him down. He's not coming. So, well, he's going to be left there then.
Well, one less mouth to feed. I'm guessing chicken was eaten in the course of the night. There's probably some dark, scary animal here, so rest in peace, chicken.
This guy's the only one that knows what's going on around here.
That's why he'll guard the entrance.
Do you
We're
want
talking
to...
about the gnome.
You don't think things
Furball,
through
did you
too
grab
much,
Did you grab everything that came from the out of the bag? Is that what I gathered from there?
Well, when I dumped it out.
Yeah, when you dumped it out. Okay, so I just want to make sure we got that.
Maybe if we just give him a good heave-ho and pull, the glue will give way.
Oh dear. Oh gosh.
Sure. We'll try that. I grab one arm.
I'll grab the other.
Strength check.
Is it a strength check, Mr. DM?
This is definitely a strength check. It's the poor gnome's constitution.
19.
14.
What?
19.
Okay. So pull as you may, you start to rip the body of the gnome off of the wall, exposing the flesh underneath, and inside of there is an unusual physiology. You see these almost this peculiar parasite that has latched itself onto its vertebrae.
What the hell is that?
Not my issue. We should have left him there. Rabbit, what do you think of this?
My jaw's just hanging open like I
Can I-
have no words.
Can I do a medicine check just to see if any of this makes sense?
Yeah, go ahead and do a medicine check.
Nope. 9.
Okay, you see that the gnome is no longer breathing.
You killed him.
Well, not really my area of expertise.
Well, I take a look at him. He's dead.
Can we
I'm
really say
I'm an expert in
it's-
that.
It's more of a thing. It doesn't seem alive, but it's alive.
Yeah, but you killed him.
Well, he won't eat much.
What is it with you and food?
Well, we are on a desert island, and one must keep their constitution up if they are to survive. I'm a survivor, Rabbit. I'm a survivor.
Oh my. And I thought the Feywild was dangerous.
Oh, It's all about living for one more day. But let's not dwell on someone we didn't care about in the first place.
I'm gonna search the body.
Yep. You search the body, and you find some other metal increments and nothing much else. Just
Okay. Okay, I'll take the metal increments. Just
okay.
because.
Yep.
I'm sure things will get much worse when we get inside, but that's the nature of a good adventure.
So you get a little startled on the investigation of the gnome because the parasite, as you get closer, starts to wiggle, and then the wiggling gets less and less active. The thrashing lessens until eventually it stops entirely.
Do I see this?
Yes, this is very evident to all.
Ugh! Kill it with fire! That's disgusting.
I cast Eldritch Blast on it.
Okay.
What are you two doing?
So we see from Vario. What does Eldritch Blast look like coming from Vario? Will we describe that?
Oh, it looks like a big giant fireball. Not a fireball. Like a fireball-esque coming out from my hands, just lighting the body up on fire.
Okay. So
Explosions.
this blackish fireball emanates from Vario, consuming the gnome, and leaving only a skeleton behind.
Vorio, kill it with fire is kind of an expression, not an actual literal thing.
Oh, I thought you were being serious.
I should watch my words. No.
Well,
It's too late for that now, right?
yep.
Guys, I found something in the bag.
What did you find?
It looks like a map.
Well, that would be handy.
I'm
I
assuming
will
it's for in here.
will post that in the chat. There and
Which chat?
this would be Signet. Would you prefer another avenue of communication?
It just got to close my
Facebook.
camera.
Facebook, Instagram.
That Rob, is that you?
Hi, buddy.
Hi. Oh, good. Everyone's here.
So it looks like Rob and Jeremy's here.
Good. Why don't we take
Good
a little break? All right. So because we're going to kind of pause where we're at right now, with Furball, Vario, and Heston staring at a corpse of a gnome and an open door to a bunker of unknown, that is very unknown, staring at a map. And then in just a few minutes, I know you guys just arrived, Matt. If you need to take 5, we'll reconvene in about 5 minutes. I'm going to use the restroom, and then we'll pick up with just the party on the beach and the remaining. So, are we ready to start the recording?
Yep, I just left it going, but we're good.
Okay, cool. So, Combuskin, what you start to see is that you start to see movement coming from Guthrum, or from the ferry.
You're alive.
Where am I? How'd I get here? Who are you? Where's Link? Has anybody seen Link?
Link.
And a little bit of a reference there, because you weren't there, Guthrum, or ferry person, you were following around a particular Haragon, or rabbit, which, by the way, they've been in the Feywild for a long time, and and he kept shooing you off, being a stranger, in all of your incessant prattling to try and to accompany him. And what you saw is that you saw him disappear curiously into a portal, and after he disappeared, you followed behind him, looking into the same portal to see where he had disappeared to, and were sucked into it as well.
Okay.
So you came.
That's what you've missed so far.
I came through a similar portal, but from a. I could see you come through it, but that was about it.
Who are you? I'm gonna start fly up a little bit too, because
I am Combuskin. My friends call me Gus. I'm like a half chicken, half man. It's a long story.
Sounds like it could be a long one. Well, Gus, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad you didn't try to kill me when I was knocked unconscious from wherever this portal brought me to. What's the story of this other guy who's over here?
Well, he's in handcuffs, and they had mentioned something about prisoners. I honestly don't know. It's kind of why I left him in handcuffs. Don't want a murderer in here in this tiny little ball we're in, because we're in a tiny hut, by the way.
Okay.
So I figured, just to keep it on the safe side, I'd leave him in handcuffs. But you didn't seem like much of a threat. I mean, sorry, but he's a little bit bigger than both of us, and so I figured I'd just leave him in handcuffs. So that's kind of where we're at, As far as I could tell, I heard a lot of stomping around of some other people who are on this island. Not really sure where they went off to. Some of them weren't trying to be particularly quiet for some reason. However, I don't really know much about what they've been up to, but they were back and forth quite a few times throughout the night. Or at least midday. You've been out for probably 10 hours or so. When it started to get me a little bit worried. But are you feeling all right? Right?
Well, I'm feeling fine. About as fine as I could be from being transported through a portal.
Good. Well.
Oh. What? Why am I in handcuffs still?
Why are you in handcuffs?
Yeah, why are you in handcuffs in the first place?
Oh.
Oh,
God,
Mr. Orc, person who has not revealed himself yet. What you remember is is a humanoid coming down, granting you access to the open air, along with another humanoid of dark hair, who was a prisoner along with you. You both went topside of the ship, and you, not being much of a seafaring fellow, started immediately vomiting. A wave hit and then knocked you overboard, and by some miracle, even though you are manacled, you are alive.
I just remember puking off the side of the boat. Somebody let me out, please. Anybody?
But why are you in handcuffs? I mean,
Oh,
I didn't put them on
you hurt somebody, and wouldn't you be in handcuffs?
Well, I generally don't
Okay.
hurt people unless they deserve it.
Well, if somebody was stealing from you, would you do something about it?
What exactly did you do to put handcuffs by hurting somebody?
Damn little thief. He was trying to steal. So I showed him you don't steal from Grunt. And he happened to be friends with the council. And, well, I may have a little temper. A small one. So it's not like it was my first time in trouble. So I was supposed to be doing a couple years of hard labor. But I assure you, don't steal from me and I won't hurt you.
Do you often find yourself in trouble with the law?
Yes, maybe. I don't know. Probably.
So why don't the three of you kind of tell each other what you look like?
Okay, I'll start with me. Although most people here have heard it, I'm a half chicken, half man. I kind of got like the feet of a chicken, but I got like arms, but with like Mel-shapen like wings. So if you imagine like someone with like loose arm fat or like flaps, I got that, but it's kind of long. And I got a little chicken face. I'm very malformed, and it's quite obvious.
Ugly.
Ugly, yes.
But you could be delicious.
You know, that's that's what everyone says.
Sleep with one eye open, chicken man.
I mean, when you get described as a chicken, that sounds about as a proper response. I'm just gonna be flying. Are we still in your hut? Because I don't remember how big the tiny hut
I
is.
haven't dissipated the tiny hut yet, so we're still in this little hut.
Guys, can you dissipate this tiny hut?
Okay. And I'll reach my hand out, touch it, and the spherical thing that you could see out of it dimly dissipates, and it reveals the bright light because it is now daytime.
Okay, once he does that, I'm gonna fly up and be like, I'm a fairy. I'm a little fairy. Basically, the idea go around, bother people, try to make friends. I also like nature.
You like nature?
Nature's my friend.
You like chickens?
I can't say I've met a chicken like you, but I've definitely seen chickens.
Well, can I roll an insight on what Grunt was saying about being mostly harmless unless someone steals from him?
You can roll an insight check to see if he's telling the truth.
Okay. That is a 18.
Okay. So, so how would you do that? It's from another character. So, it seems from his, from your understanding, he seems to be fairly truthful in what he's saying. Would you agree, Grunt? Out of character?
Yes.
Oh, okay. In character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't steal.
Then I'm gonna try and pick the lock of his shackles.
Hey, give me a dex check.
Do you have lockpicks?
He has lockpicks.
Yeah, I also I have thieves' tools,
Ah,
and I'm proficient with them, I believe. That is a solid 21.
Hey,
Oh.
with relative ease, you are able to unlock the manacles on his feet and hands. They drop to the ground.
Oh, rubbing my wrists. Man, that feels good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe.
Maybe
This-
maybe you should stop getting in trouble with the law. You know, being
Oh.
handcuffs.
You. Shh. Feels like I'm in a dream. I have a whatever you call yourself, fairy and chicken, and there's a freaking rabbit.
Rabbit.
Looks like a buffet.
Where'd the rabbit go?
He was
You
here
don't
earlier.
know he's there.
Oh, I thought
he
you
was
said
on
You
the-
have not
Oh.
seen a rabbit yet.
That's
You have been
true.
unconscious.
Now you just killed me. Fine.
Damn it.
Damn it.
You
There's
are
still a-
hallucinating about mysterious creatures while you are unconscious.
Maybe he heard me mutter the words "weird rabbit man."
Rabbits.
Rabbits. Well, I don't know exactly where they are. I know they're somewhere, and I just kind of point in like a 90-degree area, like this area. It's the last I could tell where they were. We should probably meet up with them, because it's probably not safe to stay out here by ourselves.
Oh, we're in nature. Nothing's dangerous in nature.
There was a loud, what was it, a horn? There was like 2 or 3 loud noises, and they got me a little bit worried that this island is not as innocent as it seems. Which is why I'm glad that I stuck around with you. However, I think we should find them.
I'll just get up and stretch. Oh, this feels better. Check my sword, make sure it's okay.
You do not have a sword. You are a captive.
Oh, wait a minute, I read that. Oh, I didn't read that in the text message. Never mind. Where's... So is the boat and all that near?
So for all intents and purposes, you were brought captive. Your belongings, what you had before, you do not know its whereabouts. You do see the wreckage of a ship around you.
I'm gonna kind of get up and scan, look around, and gotta find my stuff. My sword. Have you seen it?
I have seen nothing. These are the first things I've seen since I've woken up.
I didn't see much because I was on the other side of the beach, and I point in the direction that I originally was. And I kind of just scouted out just a little bit of the shore on the south side of the island until I hit you. I see the ship, and I point over there. I see the ship that you were in up here. That might be helpful, but I don't know. I don't know where your stuff would be.
Well, I'm no good without my sword. So I'm gonna start walking back towards the wreckage.
What did you say, Gus? Do you want to help him try to find his items? If there are things in this forest you're afraid of, if someone doesn't have a weapon, he's kind of useless to us.
I'm not saying I'm afraid of it. I'm just saying it sounds dangerous. There's a big difference there. I think we should follow him. And I'll follow him.
Nope. There you go. Not that mute. So, Grunt, you start to walk along the shoreline, looking. You do see some boxes that have been recently scavenged. And give me an investigation check if you could.
Would he have advantage because we're helping him?
Are you helping him, or are you following
Yeah,
him
we're helping him.
suspiciously?
I'm
just
helping him.
I was just
Okay.
following. I was just following.
Grunt, you have a fairy that's flying around you and kind of like your eyes and ears, helping you look for anything of note. So go ahead and roll with advantage. Investigation.
Holy crap. 5.
Was that
I roll a 2 and a 4.
okay? So you wander around, not seeing anything in particular. As you're looking through the ship, you start to hop onto the ship, and you go to where what seems to be familiar to you is the ship where you had docked, and you see in what can only be perceived as the captain's quarters is a dresser and which has been knocked over and the items scattered about, and you find several items in there that are in your equipment right now. Okay, the items you have found were of a grander scale than what you had ever carried before, but you find a pocket watch, a great sword, and a pair of bracers. And did you add a ring of swimming?
You did.
Did I?
It was on it. I thought you did when
Oh.
you sent me that text message.
Well, that didn't help you out at all, now did it? Okay, so
No, it did not.
okay, and a couple healing potions that you find within the thing. That are in your equipment. So not the armor that you were looking for, but as you can perceive, that is something that maybe will help you in the future.
Here it is. I got most of it all back. Is the backpack? There's the pack there with it too.
You found the
To
backpack.
put all my stuff in.
Yep, you
Okay.
found a backpack. Yep.
Okay, I'll just shove all of it in there.
Mhm.
Is this my great sword, or is this just one that's laying around?
So this great sword, this great sword, and so the items you had were very common before being apprehended. So if you get what I mean, and now this you have these items here look a little bit of a grander scale than what you have seen before and what we're carrying before. So, in other words, the player saying is that you've stumbled onto the items that you have been bequeathed before starting this campaign. Okay, for thematic purposes, you have now stumbled on them, and miraculously, you know what they are exactly. And and they are all in your inventory, and they are all completely different from what you had beforehand.
And they're attuned to you already.
And they are somehow attuned to you too. It is amazing how that all works.
Magic.
This is better than what I've had.
Yes.
Look at this. And start swinging it. I'll twirl it around. And feel the balance. This is good. Don't need to look for my stuff. I'll take this.
Did you give them your name, Guthrum?
Oh God, I think I definitely gave it to Gus.
Okay. So Guthrum, you're behind him, and then you see him pick it up, and he starts just like swinging this greatsword around, and you quickly get out of the captain's quarters.
Whoa! Watch where you're swinging that thing. I'm flying here.
Hey, stop flying. Maybe.
Nope, can't do that.
What?
That's it's the opposite of what I do.
Sure. Tiny. Just shake my head. Oh,
What
are we doing? What are we gonna do? We need to build a fire. We got food. Then I kind of look at the chicken. We need food.
Well, it's morning. We have the entire day ahead of us, and
La-
I think
Last I heard, what was his name? Heston was looking for food, but then he never came and found me. So it looks like. Can I roll investigation to see if I see the drag lines from like the crates?
You can roll an investigation.
Natural 20.
Okay. So being on the ship there, you can see the encampment to the east. You do see some lines and some footprints that go to the east. You don't know if it goes to that particular, but you do see it going to the east.
It looks like they found something, dragged it that way. I would think maybe they found food. I would hope. They had mentioned something
enough.
about. Yeah, so I hope that that's what they did. So maybe we should go find them, maybe?
Works for me. And I start heading off to the way that he pointed.
And I'll be behind him.
I'll be flying around, following
Is he
them.
muted again? It looks like
So I was on a ship. How did you guys get here? As we're walking.
I fell through a portal chasing somebody.
I got banished to this island. I wasn't quite what my master wanted me to be. He
I don't blame him.
I guess he was expecting me to turn out a little bit different. Didn't wait for me to get to adulthood. But I'm great in battle, and I was very helpful to him. And he's still.
Wait a minute. Wait. You said great in battle? What do you peck people to death?
Haven't you seen Chickens Attack?
No.
Chickens Attack 2, Revenge of the Cop. No, not going there.
Yeah, I'm fair. You know what? When we get a chance, I'll show off for you just a little bit.
Oh.
If we need it. But I wasn't quite what he was hoping for. And he ended up just saying, you know what, to hell with it, and banished me out here. Maybe I was interfering with what he actually wanted. I'm not really sure. I didn't really look into it very much. But I ended up here. All I want to do is help people, though. You know, if I wasn't helpful to him, maybe I'll be helpful to someone else. So.
Just shake my head, keep on walking.
Mr. Biddle.
So the party begins to continue walking to the east, and you stumble upon an encampment.
So what do we see here?
You see about a half a dozen huts that with doors laid open. You do see footprints about of human and it looks to be some sort of paw of some sort of possibly of a rabbit. I don't know what your feet look like, Mr. Harrigan, but
They're rabbit.
okay, you see rabbit footprints, very large ones compared to rabbits.
And Asimar footprints, or do they actually have human feet?
They're just humanoid for all intents and purposes.
Okay. Which direction do we see him going?
You see them going to the east.
Do I recognize these rabbit footprints?
You do recognize them as the same footprints you were following in the Feywild.
Okay.
So let's. I think it looks like they went this way. Do you wanna keep going? Wanna? Yeah. I mean, I don't think there'd be anything here. This place looks ransacked and abandoned. It looks like the compatriots were here. So we should probably
Sure.
keep heading that way.
Just walk. Go. You've been banished here. You should know where we're at.
I haven't been here very long.
Being banished somewhere doesn't mean you necessarily know exactly where you're going.
Shh. Getting hungry.
So let's head in the direction we saw the footprints in. Two golf.
Start walking.
Oh, there is.
Oh.
I'm trying to see if I can make it a little bit less visible. How about that? Where'd it go? Okay, I think I just made an. I think I just made an extra Guthrum and I made it disappear. So
You just want to make them smaller?
no. It's a Guthrum feature. So we'll just do that. There. Okay. So it's been brought to my attention that Guthrum has a particular item that gives an illusion of himself. So when anybody looks at him, you almost see two of them, as if you had double vision. So do with that as you may.
Oh.
Gus, did you want to continue looking for these other couple people that we found here, or that you saw earlier?
Yeah. I
Do
see
we
the
take a minute
footprints.
do you want to take a minute to look at the encampment, see if they missed anything?
No, I don't think they would have missed anything. I mean, what they wanted to do was get some food and get some shelter and all that, and if we really needed it, they would have found it. I would hope. I would hope. So as long as Grunt is okay with it, we should find them. He's getting pretty hungry.
Yes. Just lead the way.
And I will walk in the direction of the footprints that we saw.
Yep. So you see the footprints start to make their way back towards the beach, and then down towards what can only be perceived as a metal bunker.
Do I see the chaos that ensued there?
So are we walking into the bunker?
We're walking to the front of it. I mean, they're not inside. They were outside the bunker, weren't they?
Oh, I believe they stepped inside the bunker, right?
No, I just pulled the map out and showed it to
Yep.
him.
Okay, so the party comes across a very strange sight. You see a Haragon staring at a map while the other two looking over it, or a piece of paper. You don't know it's a map, and then a gnome, a very small humanoid creature that's on the ground bleeding, with a pool of blood underneath it, vertebrae exposed. That's right. It's on fire. Okay,
He's burned. It's just
He's burned.
Yeah,
He's burnt
it's
to
a
a crisp
skeleton. You see a skeleton of a small creature of unknown origin on the ground, and then a pool of flesh on the door.
What the hell is this?
A map?
You know what?
told
There's
them
no
they shouldn't do
Googling to
it.
find something close to that image right there. That's just the theater of the mind right there.
What did you guys do? I was gone for like 5 minutes.
I find it odd that you blame us for this. We found him this way.
What do you mean you found him this way? I can smell the burnt flesh.
Well, we didn't do it. Why do you assume we did?
I mean, okay, that's fair.
Yes,
It's
it
fair. This is horrible.
It is horrible. I think that's why we must proceed forward and find out what evil beset this poor individual here on this godforsaken island.
What? This is just ridiculous. Oh my god! What is on the door?
I did an insight check to see if he's lying to us about them not doing it.
Would that be a performance check on the other on the person, or is it just
No,
insight?
it's
How does
deception.
that work on
It's
deception?
Deception against his insight.
Okay, well, I should have done that with you, Grunt. I didn't. That's my failure there. All right, so roll it up. Deception versus insight.
Nat 1 and a 9.
You
Okay.
believe every word I'm saying.
Yes, there you go. It's all very believable. What the human has said.
I mean, but what is this puddle on the door? It looks.
I don't know. That's why we must go inside and find out, I guess. We have nothing better to do. I see the others have awoken. Hello, Orc.
Hello. You?
So,
You don't remember?
Grunt, you remember this as the person who escorted you to the front and was behind you, watching you vomit, patting your back before you keeled overboard.
Did you get it all out of your system?
Well, must have. That was the last I remember. Did you push me?
Ah, no. Look at me. Small arms. I could never push such a hulking individual such as yourself. Maybe the chicken, but not you.
Did... Valerie, is your name like Hess? Hugh? Harold? What?
You're close. Heston von Maitland III.
Oh, Hess. Yeah, you.
And
Right,
I-
Guthrum, you recognize the Harrigan. And the Harrigan, you recognize the fairy.
I found you.
Why were
Where
you
did you
looking for me?
Why did you run away?
I don't know you.
What are you talking about? We go back years.
No, not that I know of.
You don't remember everything we've gone through? You keep whacking me away every time I try to say hi? It's because my
That
small
happened
statue.
today.
Man, I didn't know rabbits had short-term memory.
Oh, they're my backstory, buddy.
I'm just happy all my friends know each other.
Oh, they're your friends now. I guess we are a band of misfits.
You don't think we're friends?
Oh, I'm sure we'll quickly become those, but let's give it time.
Oh, I'll fly over and be like, my name's Guthrum. What's your name?
Heston von Maitland III. How are you?
That's a mouthful. I'm just going to say Hess. You okay with Hess?
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And you are, you said Guthrum?
Yes, that's my name.
That's great. Great. Have you met my, this is Rabbit, and this is, Oreo.
A rabbit? That's Furball.
But he
We're friends.
he prefers to be called Rabbit.
That's right, Hesty.
That's right. That's right. You see, Chicken, how we have this friendship already forming. Like, we have pet names for each other. Just like I have
Yeah.
one for you.
Everyone, that's the sign of true friends is when we all give nicknames to each other.
It's
It's-
I
Combustion's
love
pet
it.
named Lunch.
And
You all throw the
I
term
don't know
friends
how I
out
feel
pretty
about that
loosely.
lunch name.
they really do, Voyo. They really do. Anyway, Orc, what is your name? What do you go by?
Grunt.
Yes, we know you can grunt. What is your name?
I just told you. Did you see that rabbit? He looks like dinner.
He must be suffering from short-term memory loss too.
And a chicken. Do you not see this buffet?
Try it,
I-
fat man.
I don't eat rabbit.
Gulp you. But anybody got anything to eat? I'm hungry.
Fresh out. Sorry.
Man, I was really hoping that you found food yesterday when you went looking for it.
Oh, I did. It's not with me. It's back at where we originally saw each other.
Oh, so it's what is it, 40 yards that way?
I think it's farther than that.
Yeah, it was probably about a good 150 yards away.
Not too far, but at least we
Well,
know where
actually,
it's
I
at.
mean, yeah, scale to the island. This is several hundred yards. Yeah.
What island is this? Does anybody know?
The one we landed on. And now here's a door, and a poor, unfortunate creature that was eviscerated here on the doorstep. We must find out what happened.
Does anyone know what this building even is? I mean, if this is what's on the outside, can you imagine what's on the inside?
Is it bigger on the inside?
Well, let's go investigate. And I just go on in.
After the tall human,
Are we sure he's human?
as far as you
Looks
can
it
tell.
to me.
Yep.
Burma, what are you looking at? What's that paper you got?
You wouldn't know.
No, I know you're looking at a
They
paper.
stumbled on you looking at a paper.
So I know it's paper. I don't know what it is.
Yep.
So
All right, are we all marching into the door now?
If those two are going in, I can be third in line. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay. All right. So we'll
Down the
switch
hole.
things up a bit there, and a little bit of that. Okay. So you descend down the stairs for several, about 150 feet. Along the way, you see large iron panels covering the walls, and steam spurts from pipes that go along the sides of the walls and along the ceiling. Several different pipes come, some steam, some just the unknown as to what properties they hold, and you pop into a room, and inside of the room you see a panel across the stairway with a wire that is hanging from the panel and the box, and then a electrical wire on a panel on the south side of the door, and then you have a door to the north.
Well, it seems we have literally entered into the belly of the beast.
I say we find a kitchen.
You enough with the food.
Well, I've been in handcuffs and puked everything. Who knows how long ago? Orcs gotta eat.
Well, there might be some food on that grate over there. You should go take a look at that.
You trying to have a Marilyn Monroe this thing?
I'd like to investigate the room.
Okay, so you investigate the room and you see wall panels on the south and north side. One of the wall panel on the south has a wire hanging from it. You have a box to the west with another wire dangling from it. and a door, and the door to the north, with just a panel to the left. Here.
Okay.
Is that a switch?
that was
Out of
cool.
curiosity.
That is a wire.
Okay.
And we
To go
really
grab
wouldn't
the
know
exposed
what a
wire.
wire is, right?
No.
You just all you see is for all
Sparks.
intents and purposes, a sparks coming from this little wire.
Well, it seems we have two ways to go here, north and south.
You guys want to start going by going north?
Go that way.
Let's give it a shot, see what we find. Let's start moving to the north.
Yep. To the north.
I'm going to look for traps as well.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it up.
What, straight decks?
I believe that's a straight dex for looking for traps.
It's perception.
Is it perception?
Because you're actively looking.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Okay. So you are on the eye for any kinds of traps that are about. Nothing really stands out to you.
Okay.
All right. Does the panel on the north wall, does it look similar to the one on the outside of the door?
It does look very similar to the one on the outside of the door.
So I want to take out the two key cards and just try them both on that panel.
Okay. The one with the 4 on it, you wave it in front, and it says access denied. But the one with the number 1 on it, when you wave that in front, it says access granted. And then the door slides to the right.
As soon as I hear it start opening, I want to say, open sesame.
Okay. And on that pronouncement, the door opens to the right, almost as if on your command.
It seems I have found the way through the door.
Oh, how'd you do that? Are you magic too?
I do have some good luck, I would say.
It's the amulet.
Amulet.
It's the magic words. You know that, Rabbit.
Amulet.
And I
I'll
tuck the two
start
key cards
walking.
back in my backpack.
Yep.
And I guess I'll head into the door to the north.
So so are we going to be marching? Can I get marching orders? Maybe
I'll
Heston
go first.
up front.
I will be in the back side, like second from the back.
I'll be in the front.
Okay.
I'll be in the very front since I'm searching for traps.
Okay. You see Furball darting up to the front.
Yep, I'll be right here.
Okay. Grunt.
I'll just meander up.
Yep. Okay. Party starts to come up, and what you see is there. Oh, I gotta do a little bit of that. I can do that. There. So, as you make your way into the room, you see 6 stone pillars in disarray, and amongst the pillars, you see these empty chambers, and some of them heavily damaged. And as you enter the room, you hear coming from like it seems everywhere at the same point is intruder, terminate, and please, if you would, roll initiative.
Oh.
Exterminate. Exterminate. These digital dice are gonna kill me tonight.
Hey, Jeremy, do you know you don't have video?
Yes, I know.
It's
I have
fine.
it off.
We're not
Okay.
recording it anymore.
I just wanted to see his mug.
Nobody wants to see my ugly mug. It's okay. I appreciate it.
I want to see your mug.
19.
Okay.
Grunt.
Let's give me a minute. I'm trying to get the map all situated with that, so you guys could.
I cast fireball.
Yeah. All right.
Side, and it's combat time, so
How high is the room we're in?
So that's a good point. So the ceiling is approximately 20 feet up. Okay, the walls are covered in the iron plates, and where there are no iron plates, you see gears that are moving to and fro behind the walls. Lighting. This is the same lighting that you saw in the encampment. These globes where they that have a continual flame. The environment inside of here is it's more humid than above. It's almost like a hot spring that you feel in here. It's extraordinarily muggy. Okay.
It's ruffling my fur.
All right, so let me pull up this encounter. Oh my gosh.
Pulling out a rapier is a whole
What do you
action,
do
right?
with the extra encounters in here?
no, it's a free action, Matt.
Okay.
Okay.
Swapping weapons is an action
Mhm.
or a bonus action.
Bonus action. Yep.
There. Okay, and Heston.
What? 17.
Initiative, thank you. 17. Furball,
21.
1. Colthrum,
A mighty 4.
4. And you don't exist. Grunt.
19.
Okay. And Vorio.
1 plus a 3, 4.
Hey! And Gus.
That would be a solid 18.
18. All right. Now, do you usually do the auto roll initiative, or should I just do it for them?
I just roll it
because-
for them and put it in there.
Yeah, because if I do it, if I just
But you don't roll for each one if they're all the same thing.
okay, then I'll just do that.
Just do one roll and use the same number for all of them.
That's what
Is
they
James
do.
coming?
Yeah. He might join us, and we'll play that off as it comes. Okay. So what everybody sees when they come in is you see these mechanical constructs start to come alive, and on your entrance you hear the noise coming from them for intruder, and they start and they it is very clear that they are threatening of nature. Furball.
All right. I will use my bracer
Mhm.
and throw a dagger at the top. Where's it? Northwest.
Oh yeah. So which one?
The northwest.
So that is this one.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Then roll it up.
13 hit.
Okay. That is a miss.
Okay. I will use my bonus action to do another one.
Okay.
Damn it. 16.
Okay. That is a miss. So
Digital dice. You
so-
suck.
go up and you see the furball come up there and shoot these daggers coming from his bracers at them, and they just kind of chink off of the creature. Okay, and Grunt, you are up.
I am going to go to the one in the southeast corner.
Southeast?
Yeah.
Okay.
And attack it.
Okay.
.26 to hit.
Okay. That is a hit.
That is 16 points.
Okay.
Second swing is a 16.
Okay. Is a what?
16.
Okay. It's a miss.
I'm done.
Okay. You come up and you begin trying to just take these things apart, piece by piece, in the way that only Grunt knows how. And up next is Heston.
All right, I'll get my rapier and charge toward the one in the northeast.
Okay.
And I'll make an attack.
Okay.
23.
It is a hit.
Okay. It is 11 points of piercing damage and 9 points of sneak attack damage.
Okay.
Because of fancy footwork.
You have 11 and 9, is that what I heard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I'm going to point back at the chicken
Okay.
and say, "Chicken, take your feathers and ruffle them and destroy these creatures!" And give him a bardic inspiration dice.
Yep.
Ooh.
So, do you know what that is? Would you care to explain? If not.
For 10 minutes, you can add a d6 to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Attack roll is in damage roll or 2-hit roll?
Well, in this case, both.
Both
Yep.
damage?
It
Or
can
is
do
it
either or.
either? Either, okay.
Just make note of that and let us know when you do that.
Yeah, it's
I can only do it once?
Once.
Do I have to declare before I know if I'm going to hit, if I'm going to do it on the damage or the attack? Just curious.
before it's declared. Yep.
Before I swing.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to run up to the one by Grunt.
No. Oh, wait,
Oh.
yeah. You know
I
what?
should-
Actually, I
I
got
should be
that out
back.
of order. No, you're fine. Actually, I got that out of order. You should have went before Heston, so we'll correct that in the next round.
That's what I thought, and I was like,
You're fine. I scrolled down and then I saw Heston next. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna run up next to Grunt,
Okay.
kind of give him a little nudge just to say, "Watch this." I'm gonna use that bardic inspiration to boost the damage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take a swing with my sharpened rapier.
Okay.
And I'm just curious, for the booming blade, do I declare that before I'm gonna swing on this one or not?
Before.
Before, and that adds to the damage of the rapier, correct?
And this, because this is just a weird part of this class. Oh.
There, that's nice.
This added d6 would go to the damage of the booming blade, not the sword attack.
Okay, because I get 2 actions in my turn, because I'm able to swing twice.
Yeah.
Okay,
If booming blade is counted as a,
cantrip.
but is it
And
a
it
bonus
adds it-
action?
Nope, it's an action, and it says it adds it to the melee attack.
Let's
It's a little weird.
see what it says.
Oh, I was just looking at that.
Because it has no to hit. It's just damage, but it's in addition to the attack.
So this is the one that you're using this cantrip in place of it. So the attack, you still have to do the 2 hit on the attack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you make
I
a
haven't
melee
rolled that
attack.
yet.
You make a melee attack with it. Yep.
All right, gonna see what happens. Does a 20 hit?
It does.
Okay, so this one is with all of that, with the booming blade and the +6 and the sharpened rapier, just all of that. Just
Okay.
trying to show off.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be 11 from the rapier, 1 from the booming blade,
Yep.
and then 6 from the bardic inspiration.
Yep.
And then I'm going to take a second swing with the rapier.
Okay.
It does a 17 hit.
That is a miss.
Ooh. And that'll end my turn.
And if you mouse over the creatures, you'll see their portrait because it's cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Okay.
All right. So that is the end. So with you see this with the first swing from Gus, you hear this resounding boom, and then the second one, you just hear a tink, very similar to the noise that came forth when Furball tried to shoot daggers at it. Okay, we'll have that order corrected the next time. I do apologize. Okay, so
if he moves, he takes damage. By the way,
okay.
part of booming.
So remind me
part
of
of
that
booming
if-
blade.
If he moves
Okay,
willingly, yep.
Willingly.
All right, so let me put that on here. Let me put that so that I remember. All right, so we've got Mech Knight 1. All right, so what happens here is that with the in almost in unison is that all 4 of these creatures they swing around and jump, and then they actually stick to the ceiling. And as the first one will begin started making noise coming from kind of unfamiliar to you, not very tech savvy, but for all intents and purposes, this would be casting reverse gravity, and he is going to what is down is now up, and for the people inside of that radius, and I'll explain in just a moment, it is a 50-foot radius. So we'll say from here. Yes. So basically everything in the room is now there. You were in essence going to be falling up. You with me?
Yeah, 2
Okay.
things.
Yes.
Mech 3 moved, correct? Because you said he
Uh,
swung up onto the wall.
He
so
did swing up to the wall. Yep.
He takes
so
8 points
go
of damage.
He didn't
Go ahead.
move though. He just changed the side of the room.
So they're on the ceiling. So I guess, and then this is a 20-foot ceiling. So I would accept that, almost like a, because that's outside of 5 feet.
So does I get opportunity attack?
Well, since this is all happening in unison, I would say no, but he did. But I will allow that the whatever it is with booming blade, because he did move. Is he moving out of your range?
It's only if he moves more than 5 feet, he takes 1d8 damage, and I roll
5 feet in general, or from you?
I think just 5 feet in general, because I can back
Okay.
away from him.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't like
Yep.
an opportunity attack.
Nope,
Okay,
it's not an
he
opportunity
He does
attack.
move 5 feet. So what is that occurs?
8 points of damage.
Okay, thank you. All right.
And I can glide, so if gravity reversed, I'm just going to glide.
Is that it? Can you use that as a bonus action?
I believe I can.
Okay. Falling damage is 1d10 for every 10 feet, correct?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I'll take care of that.
You can do dex saves for half damage or whatever.
I believe
Or some of
yes.
it. Yeah, depending on how far you fall.
So this is 20 feet. Is that so? Is it just a dex save to take half?
I think so. Let me look.
Okay.
I take
I
no
believe
damage.
that is it, but I just wanted to make sure.
I can fall 100 feet without taking damage.
I know, but is that a bonus? Is that a reaction?
It doesn't really say if I can use it as a reaction. It just says when you fall and aren't incapacitated, you can subtract 100 feet from your fall. So I'm not incapacitated, therefore I should be able to glide.
So where ambiguity is pronounced, then that will be up to me, and I suppose that will be fine because I don't see that at anything. So you essence use the membrane of your underneath your arms to try and float to what is now perceived as the ground. Okay, so that is a dex save. So everyone could roll a dex save for me, please.
Oh, there isn't. There isn't a rule for
There
that.
isn't for falling?
Nope.
It's just a dex.
It's just the damage. You just take the damage.
Okay. All right, so
Do I not have to worry about it because I'm flying?
you are also flying. There's 18 points of damage.
Oof.
I float to the ground. Y'all looked at me like an ugly chicken.
That is for those who cannot float in any way, shape, or form. So that would be Furball, Heston, and Vorio, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Grunt.
And Grunt.
And Grunt.
Yes. 18 points of damage.
We're doing
Okay.
a dex save, right?
Now,
Or is that
according,
something else?
No, there's no.
I-
Evidently, there's no rule for falling damage, for saving.
You can't tuck and roll?
It's
This-
up to,
well,
that's
no,
up
reverse-
to the DM
no,
to do
no,
an
no.
athletics check.
reverse
or
reverse
acrobatics.
gravity. It just says an attack save is dex save.
Oh,
All creatures, objects, yeah. So since
Oh.
it's part of the spell, it does say it's this is a spell.
okay. So everyone can make a dex save then.
Okay,
Yes, it's
that's
a
fine.
spell.
So, yeah,
26.
okay.
22.
Damn it, 9.
Okay.
6.
Okay. So Grunt and Vorio take 18, and
Rest of us
Ball.
take 9. That
take it doesn't. Yeah, it's just take 9.
Furball takes none.
Okay. And what you see is that as you're on the ceiling is that everything that was not secured on the ground, which is just any debris from the fallen pillars, and yourself are now oscillating slightly. So you're starting to vibrate for this duration. Okay. So that was his turn. Now, 2. No, I don't want that anymore. I would like that to go away. Yeah. Okay, and there. Okay. 2 is going to move up, still bolted to the ceiling, and begin and make an attack on Vorio. Okay. Does a 11 hit?
No.
Oh, do I see your AC? I do see your AC. Good.
Mhm.
That makes it easier.
They really
Okay.
updated it.
That's really nice. Yeah. And that next one is a nat 20.
Get that deck out.
Deck out.
I'm gonna go grab some food. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Is this just a regular attack or a spell?
This is a regular attack. Slashing.
Triple damage, and you are knocked prone. Make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. When attempting to get back up on a failed save, you are unable to do so.
So roll it and then triple adjust the dice damage.
Yep.
Okay. So that is 36 points of damage.
Ouch.
Is that 36 times 8 or is that just 36?
No, that was just 36.
Oh,
No, you said well, it was triple plus 3, so yeah. I switched to 36. We'll stick with 36. I can be the one that doesn't add. All right, that is the end of his turn. Then 3. He already took the damage there. Is going to turn around and take a swing at. Let's roll that. Quick and see. All right, so he's going to take a swing at Grunt. Get out of the way, dice. I don't like the digital dice when they sit in the way. Is a 22 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And for 13 points of damage. Second attack. Is a hit for 13 points of damage. Next is 4 at Heston right in front of him. He's not here right now, but he'll survive. First is miss. Second attack is a hit for 8 points, 11 points of damage. And
He'll probably take dodge or
does he have
he's a rogue, so I'm assuming he is. Uncanny
yes.
dodge.
Does he have that? I'm gonna look right now. He probably is that a natural thing with rogues?
You can't, yeah. It's a reaction.
Look, uncanny dodge. So use a reaction to have the damage. All right. So and that's rounded down then, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I'll take care of it. There. Okay. And up next is Guthrum.
So I am flying still.
You are still flying.
If I fly past them, probably about 15 feet up in the air, they won't have opportunity attack, right? Well, they wouldn't have one anyway, so I'm not moving out of their range.
Thus
if I
is the
was.
problem with flying in general.
Flying, yeah, I know.
Because we're looking at a 2D space and trying to think 3-dimensionally here.
I would say if you reach out, if you move out. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
If they have a ranged attack, they get an opportunity attack.
Okay,
Okay.
If they do not, then you're clear.
Either way, right here would be in range of anything, I think, right?
It would still be in. I would assume that would still be within. You floated down. You floated down or up.
Yeah.
And then you move around to the side. Okay, so you float up so that you're in there, and then you're going to the side. Okay, and what are you gonna do?
Thunder wave.
Okay.
Can you do a con save for Metal Knight or Mech Knight 2?
Yeah, but isn't Thunderwave?
It's a 15-foot cube.
Yes,
Cube.
which is that. It's centered on you.
Yes, but 15 feet, and
It's
if
not
I'm up in
centered
the
on
air.
you. You're on one side of it. We just had this conversation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But it says self.
It is. It's coming from you. But it
Emanating.
So
but it emanates from one side of the cube.
that's weird. The way it says self is so weird. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do that then.
So you're talking like that?
That's what I thought it was gonna do, and
Yeah.
I thought I had what's his face out of the way still.
Thunderwave.
Borio.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I won't do that then. I'm just going to do a range attack of a boomerang, which is probably gonna miss.
I mean,
Oh yeah, 9. And then
Yep.
I'm going to spend a energy pool die as a bonus action. I'll do 2. And then what this is doing is I'm going to restore 9 points of health to Vorio plus 2 temp hit points.
Okay.
Cameron.
Thank you.
Florio, did you get that?
Okay.
How do you do temporary? Never mind.
It's to the right of your HP, and just keep in mind that
Yes.
they don't stack; they just override.
So you have 2 temp, 9 normal.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
And
right,
that's
anything
it.
else? All right. And Vorio, you are up.
All right. So I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on Mech 2.
Okay. Now, keep in mind that is a range spell at close range, so that would be at disadvantage.
He's also incapacitated. He's on the ground.
Oh yeah,
right?
I'm down. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But you're down. Well, okay.
No,
well, you're
I'm laying
'Cause-
prone,
because of the crit.
prone.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I have to do
okay.
a Constitution saving throw to get back up,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Con
it's just
save. Yeah, no, it
Oh,
is.
is it?
It's a con
Okay.
save of 14. If he doesn't, he is unable to get up.
Oh, the nat 20.
Oh, the nat 20 thing. Okay.
I got a 16.
All right. So you are able to get back up.
Is that one action to get up?
That is
Half
a
movement your
That
movement.
is
Half your
half your movement to get up.
Okay.
I think 4E or 4E. It used to be like your action to get up, wasn't it? Something crazy.
Well,
Like
that had flat-footed and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so you stand up and
And I'll still cast Eldritch Blast.
okay, just you have to cast it at disadvantage. Roll it
Alright.
twice, take the lowest one for hit.
I already got 10.
Okay. You shoot out the now infamous black fireball at the creature, and it seems to have very little effect.
All right, I'm gonna try it again because those are braces. If
Is
that
that a
works.
bonus action to use those, or right?
It is a bonus action.
Okay.
It doesn't say.
you
It does.
you actually you fire 2 beams at 5th level, so you actually get 2 attacks there.
Oh, so roll your attack again.
At disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, 14.
Okay. There's a miss.
All right. All right, that's all I'm gonna do.
Yep. All right. You do not exist. And top of the round, Mr. Furball.
All righty. I am going to move right to the east of Vorio.
Yep.
I'm going to take out my rapier
Yep.
and attack the one in front of him, which I think is 4.
That is 2. Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yep. No, it's fine.
Total of 17
Yep.
to hit.
It's a miss.
God damn. All right. Then I will move over to my east one more.
Does that go outside? Is that opportunity attack, or are we using
It
something?
it does, but I have an ability that if
Fitty
I
hop.
make if I make a melee attack against
Mhm.
a creature, if I hit it or don't hit it, I can move away without opportunity attacks.
I like that. I think it's called something like hippity hop. Is this where you were looking
No.
to?
Right above Matt's character.
Oh, right here.
Yep. And then I will use my bonus action for the bracers.
Okay.
$21 to hit.
There's a hit.
Okay. And because he's next to a person, I get sneak attack. Okay, so that is going to be 64. 46, I'm sorry. So a total of 23 damage.
Okay. That was to 2?
Yep.
Okay. So this I should say this right here. Where am I not? This right here, right?
No, the one in front of Vorio.
Oreo. Okay, so this one over here. Okay, gotcha. Yep. All right. And you said 23?
I just deleted it. It was like
nope,
20.
It's fine. Yeah, you said 20. Okay. I believe it was 23.
I think so.
Yeah. Up next, Grunt.
Gonna take a bonus action and do rage.
Okay.
Mm. 25 to hit.
Okay. Is that against mech? Is that the one in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
For 17 points of damage.
Okay. Okay.
27 to hit.
Yep.
11 points of damage.
Yep. And with that, you just slice this thing into pieces, into almost inoperable state, and it falls to the ground.
And I just look over to the chicken and go, huh. Huh.
Okay.
That's my turn. No. I'm going to go straight north.
Okay.
And to the west of Eston.
Okay.
And park it.
All right. Now, up next. Make sure we do this right. That will be Gus.
I will zip over to Vorio
Okay.
and take a slash at Mech Knight 2 with my rapier. So that would be, does 21 hit?
Yes, that hits.
Okay. For 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'll use my other hand, and it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So what is that a save against? I mean, what's the check?
It's a wisdom check. DC
there should
14.
be a DC check.
DC
Okay.
14.
All right, so it fails.
It fails, so that is 2d12 damage.
What kind of damage is that?
It is necrotic damage.
Okay.
Or no. It's a necrotic spell, so I'd assume it's necrotic damage. Yep, necrotic
Okay.
damage. And
All
it's 17 points of damage.
Yep.
Its spell is Toll of the Dead. Toll the Dead, by the way.
Yep. Care to describe that?
The spell
You're
says
You're
caught me
you're
off guard.
fine.
Reach out and touch you.
Yes.
Gong.
Sorry.
I always liked with the Toll of the Dead. I almost pictured like a giant bell coming down. You just hear boom, and it just vibrates, and whatever in there and causing either a concussive blast,
Fear in his eyes.
Yes. So with that, you see this mechanical guard he is not looking too good. That whatever has just transpired from combustion has caused him to nearly fall apart.
And that ends my turn.
Okay, Heston, you are up.
Here we go. I'm going to take my blade and focus my concentration, and as a bonus action, use steady aim. That'll give me advantage on my next attack roll.
Yep.
And then swing away.
Okay. This is at the one above you?
Yep.
Okay.
Does 17 hit?
That's a miss.
Then that's it for my turn.
Okay. Up next, Night 1 is going to stand there in the corner, acting like pretending like nobody sees him. And Night 2, which is there, is how do you do this? There's 3 people by you and 2 Guthrams. Get out of here, Guthram.
But the 2 Guthrams is important.
Yeah, just very distracting. Now, how do you do this? You got 3 there. You just roll a d6 and then you just play it off of that.
Basically.
Yeah. All right. Combustion. It's going to turn around and it's going to after whatever has come from you that has caused this horrible frequency is going to take a swing at you.
I'm gonna cast. No, I'll be all right. Never mind.
Okay. So it's going to hit for 11 points of damage.
What was the to hit? Because I used the charge from my sword, minus the damage plus the AC.
Well, I know, but you can't minus the damage afterward. I mean, you have to.
No. I already did that.
Oh, okay. So that
I modified the weapon. I just didn't modify my
that was
AC.
That was a 16.
So
It's
that
a very confusing item. Yeah. What?
I'm trying to actually change it. I was just about to add it to my AC or subtract it to my AC.
I don't know how that would work. When
You
start making adjustments, you'd have to override it. That'd be very confusing, and you'd have to do that very often. By the way.
I know.
So okay, so that was it. Now you have 3 AC, so that definitely hits. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God.
So that was a 16 then, correct?
Yeah, 16 would miss. Oh God, this is why I get for messing
so
with
that's
all
a
my
miss.
stuff.
Second attack is a miss. Okay, and that's gonna be the end of his turn. And 3 is down for the count. 4 is going to turn around, and he's going to take a swipe at Heston.
Just do that. There we go.
And he hits for 9 points of damage. Second attack hits for 5 points of damage.
I'll use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay, on the first one.
Yeah, I was muted. Sorry.
Nope, that's fine. Okay, so make sure to take half, rounded up, I believe, whatever it is. Okay. All right.
I'll take my reaction.
Yeah.
Sentinel attack.
Ooh, okay, roll it up.
So do I have to roll to hit if it's a sentinel attack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 15.
Okay. Misses. So you see, in reaction to that, you see almost like an attempt to parry, but it just kind of shinks right off. It kind of shirks it right off, and but it is well noted by Heston that this has occurred. Guthrum.
Okay, I'm gonna fly up to here to let him do his opportunity attack.
Okay, we'll roll it up. Oh wait, I have to roll it up.
You do? And you have to roll twice.
And I have to roll twice. Take the lowest number, right?
Because disadvantage.
Yeah, that's right. And
Not that's hard to hit me.
Yeah, that is still a miss. You rolled a 12.
Yes. And then I should be good from here. Let's thunderwave this bitch.
Which one? Like, you have Vorio sitting there.
Mech 1.
Yeah. Wait, 1? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Mech Knight
Oh.
1.
Okay, so am I to assume that the box is going to look something like this?
It's basically going to go,
So it's from you, correct?
yeah, for me going north 15. It's a 15-foot cube.
Oh, here it is. They've actually got one. It's like that. Something like that. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we should do this real quick. Okay. All right. So from you, 15, just like that. And that. Okay. Go ahead and roll it out. Oh, do I have to make a saving?
Yep, a
What?
con saving throw of 16.
Okay. That's a miss.
Okay. So he takes 26 points of thunder damage. Or
Okay.
I imagine it's thunder damage being thunder wave.
I think it's force
I believe it.
damage.
Is it force?
Nope, it's 2d8 thunder damage. And he's pushed back 10 feet.
But you
So-
rolled a 5d8.
It's the spell. It's a level 4 spell.
Oh.
He's using them. He's using them.
Higher level.
Nope.
Got it.
Matt, don't worry about me. I got this. So he's pushed back against the wall. And
Yep.
for theatrical event, because I don't know if this is a thing or not,
Yep.
are any of those gears exposed along where this thunder wave just happened that would have been affected by it?
So he does come back and hit the wall, and I mean, though he may hit the gears there, it did not seem to have any effect there.
Okay. And
Okay, so
that
we
will
do
be
that,
it.
and we pushed him back, correct?
Yep.
Good, and you said it was 26, right? There,
Correct. 26 thunder damage.
yeah. And I just want to make sure it doesn't say that this is just reverse gravity. It just happens. There's not. It's not a. No. Okay. It's not a concentration or anything. Okay. Good. Now, next, Forio.
So I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade
Yep.
on myself. And can I attack with that too? Should be able to.
There. What is Green Flame Blade? I see it. You brandish your weapon, the spellcaster makes and you make a melee attack against one creature. Yes, you thus make a melee attack against the creature. So roll up your attack.
And it's going to be with the quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Can't get anything going. 11.
Yep. You go and your staff changes color, and you go and whack it. You hear to this. Okay. And up next, Furball.
Okay, I will move over to my west one and attack with the rapier.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I fucking rolled the wrong. Yeah, that's an 11, so that misses.
All right. Now that was against which one? This one.
Yeah, and I'm going to move right back to where I was to do the bracers.
Okay.
Same fucking roll. I really hate digital dice. I really hate it. That's my turn.
All right. So he comes over with a swing, and then a dodge, and then a thing, and these are very resilient creatures. There. Up next is Grunt. You are up.
You're using reverse gravity, right?
Yes.
It does say it's a concentration spell.
See, I was looking at the spell. I did not see where it said concentration.
It's a C in the diamond.
Ah. Okay. So let me roll that. That's a Constitution check for it then.
Yep.
To see.
I mean, all
if
four of them did cast it, so.
No, just the one.
It was just the one.
Okay, and that's a 10. It's just anything over a 10, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he is still concentrating, barely. Okay, Grunt, you are up. Thank you, everybody.
No problem, man.
No problem.
It's a lot.
I was just curious.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. I'm enjoying myself. I don't know what you want.
I'm gonna attack the northeast corner there.
Okay. Go and roll it up.
Dirty 20,
Okay, it's a hit.
10 points,
Okay.
16 to hit. I think it's a miss.
All right. 16. That's a miss.
I'm done.
Okay. Next. Do you get anything with the rage? Because you're still raging, right?
It's just for my turn.
I thought that.
I don't
thought
know.
that
I guess I
continued
don't-
On.
No, it continues. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay,
that
so I had 2
continues
more
until-
damage.
Yeah. 2 more damage. Or 2 more to
Oh.
hit?
Yeah, so add 2 more damage to that.
Okay, it's not anything to hit.
No, it was a +2
Okay.
damage.
Okay. And good. It's hacking away at him, and now we have Gus.
I am going to. The Mech Knight needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Right in front of me.
Okay. And what's the DC check on that? Oh, it doesn't matter. He fails.
14.
He's terrible. No, he failed.
That was a D12. For 14 points of damage.
Okay. And is this Toll of the Damned again? Toll of the.
Yep, Toll of the Dead.
So
I shouldn't
with
have done
that
that.
toll, with the toll of the with that, you see him start to vibrate and almost shake apart, and he is down.
And how far away are the mechs from me? 30? I can make that. Can I make it to here?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm gonna take out my rapier and take a swing.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Okay. Mr. Mike, what's going to happen to poor Combustion? Does he turn back into a Torchic?
I appreciate that.
He's
I
talking.
think he might be AFK.
I'm muted. I was
Oh,
muted,
sorry.
sorry.
All right.
Your bag rips, spilling all its contents on the floor.
Oh, gosh.
Don't spill your guts so early. We just met.
Okay,
Just my bag.
so when you pull out the rapier to go to swing at the creature, you accidentally cut the bag, and it spills everything out there, and it's just scattering all across the ceiling, aka floor, right now.
Do any of the glass bottles in there break?
No, not yet.
That'll end my turn.
I can't lose my rare potions or rare candies.
Okay, Heston, you are up.
All right. I'm going to go in with my rapier.
Yep,
25.
that's a hit.
So that is 12 points of piercing damage and
Yep.
12 points of sneak attack damage.
Okay. And with that, now what are you attacking with anyway?
My rapier.
Rapier? Oh, so with that, you seem to kind of get the rapier right in there, right to the right spot where it just ceases to function altogether.
Okay. And my offhand attack, I'll just take my hand crossbow and shoot at the one in the corner.
Okay.
Be prepared to fall.
14.
Okay, that is a miss.
That's it.
Okay, and up next, Night 1 is going to move down, towards what he believes is Guthrum. I need to know which one is actually your figure. That's so.
It could be either one.
There. That's the illusion. Okay. There.
Okay.
Now he's going to come up and take a swing.
And rolling with disadvantage.
14. And I got to roll with disadvantage. What? When does that wear off?
Once you hit him.
Doesn't. Yeah,
Once
if you
I
hit
hit
me,
him.
it wears off for that attack.
Why is that? Why don't I ever learn? Okay.
For that entire turn.
Yeah, but then it goes back on again.
Yeah.
I think you use your bonus action to reinstate.
Nope. It doesn't say anything about that.